Places or
No, I'll type them up as we go along.
yeah, but we are live. Welcome to a special edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. It is trade deadline. It's about an hour and a half away. We're going to be basically hanging out here for as long as this trade deadline lasts, and be breaking down all the trades and stuff like that. So a lot of stuff has happened so far. How you doing so far today, Tim?
Oh, I'm excited for this next hour and a half. There's some teams that I want to look at that just either A, have done absolutely nothing, or B, have done a lot, or what each team is doing, how that's going to affect betting wise, and how that's going to affect the future of the MLB coming up. So yeah, I'm excited for this.
Absolutely.
I'm just sharing it out now.
All good, all good. But yeah, looking at, I'm trying to log into my Twitter here on my computer, to get up the MLB trade deadline as well. But we just had one, not too long ago. A move made with Craig Kimbrel, I believe. He is heading.
I'm not 100% sure if that is confirmed just yet. So I know that Craig Kimbrel and the White Sox are in serious talks right now, but I do not believe any of that is confirmed at the moment. But we'll be here for the next little while just to go over it.
All right, what do you go under? Explore on Twitter?
Yeah, I just went Explore and then MLB Trade Deadline. Trade line. Yeah, Cardinals are not doing anything. I guess we could start off with the biggest one of the day so far. That's Jose Berrios to the Blue Jays.
Yeah, that was an interesting one. I feel like that was an overpayment on the Twins side here. They gave up their number 4 overall prospect, Richardson, and then they also gave up their number 2 overall prospects in Martin Austin. He was last year's number 5 overall pick in the draft, and I think that's a way overpayment by the Blue Jays on that one. I like Berrios. I don't like Berrios that much. So
yeah,
that's where my first thought was it was a good piece for Toronto. I still feel like they're a year away though. The Blue Jays. I think they're a good team. They're just a team that we may have overrated in the beginning of the season. They still need pitching, which is exactly what they got with Berrios here. Which Berrios has been good this year. He's been one of the only positive aspects of the of the
Minnesota Twins
this year. So, and if you're the Twins, I'm absolutely thrilled with the prospects you got.
Yeah, no, that's in a year where the Twins were had a horrible start and that really just tanked them. They got a good they got good stuff back for Berrios when they knew that. Berrios had his contract went till 2022, so Blue Jays did spend a little bit to go get him. So, you cheer for the Jays and the Twins. You think it's a good trade for both teams? The Twins got good, and then Berrios is going to be. That's what the Blue Jays needed was some pitching. The big thing with the Blue Jays right now is how competitive do we think they're going to be? All right, now it's confirmed there's another big trade that just went through. Create a thing. Here we go. And Kimbrel to the White Sox. It's confirmed.
Yeah, I was just about to say that they just confirmed that.
But
we don't know who the Cubs are getting back for him, though.
Now, real quick, one last thing with Berrios and the Blue Jays. Do you really think the Blue Jays are going to be contenders this year?
No.
I don't even think
the same spot as the Yankees.
Yeah, they're chasing a wild card. They're hoping for. Well, right now Toronto would have to try to surpass the Yankees, Tampa, Seattle, and Oakland to get to three out of the four of those teams to get to a wild card spot. I just don't think that's something that I think the Blue Jays overspent for a year that they're probably not going to be making the playoffs.
No, but Berrios, if they bring him back next year, is going to be the ace of that staff. And just think about it with Hungjin Ryu and Jose Berrios at the top of your rotation. You go through the offseason, you pick up a guy there. I mean, this Blue Jays team, they have the lineup with Vlad, with Biggio, with all of them. So they have a decent shot. So I think next year is the Blue Jays year.
If they make the playoffs, making the playoffs is the tough part. After that, anything can happen. So I don't mind that. But how about this one? We'll look at this one real quick. Craig Kimbrel to the White Sox. We don't know what the Cubs got back for him. Those details in the trade have not been confirmed yet. Veteran Kimbrel. They have not confirmed any of that stuff yet. But Kimbrel to the White Sox should be a very good bullpen piece. If there was one thing that was lacking a little bit for the White Sox is their bullpen, and he's going to be a nice piece with Liam Hendricks in the back of the bullpen. So this White Sox team is definitely going to be a contender. I knew that they were going to be a contender before they got Kimbrel. I think now there's a good chance that they win the American League. To be completely honest, I had the White Sox in the beginning of the year. I still think they have a shot. So I don't mind that one. I think that they definitely did do some stuff that they needed to do. So it's good to see there.
Yeah, I definitely like this move for the White Sox. It's just let's see if they overpaid for him or not, because I believe his contract is done at the end of the season, so he's just a rental.
Yeah, so true.
It should be interesting what they trade for him.
With the Cubs. For reliever Ryan Tepera on Thursday. Ryan Tepera, a reliever from the White Sox, I guess, is going to the Cubs.
Right. I thought Tepera was a Cub already.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. So Kimbrel was traded. We kind of expected that.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm seeing from Twitter right now. And that's all I've really seen from MLB right now. I mean, there's still bigger players out there. I mean, with Rizzo gone and with Gallo gone to the Yankees, that's a lot of acquisitions for them to go 81 and 81 this year. So,
sure. Seeing that you mentioned
still not high on the Yankees. I'm still not high on the Yankees.
Sure. Seeing that you mentioned that one. Yeah, let's go over that. Rizzo and Gallo to the Yanks did this last night. And of course, what do the Yankees need more of are DHs that either hit home runs or strike out. So, I don't know. They got a ham sandwich. Okay, they got a ham sandwich.
Oh,
will the Mets go after anybody? I'm freaking hope so.
Thing. Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing. Are the Mets actually going to do something here? Or are we just going to sit around, twiddle our thumbs? So, this is just, this is going to be interesting to see what the Mets do, and it's going to be interesting to see if you can spell trade right because you added an E before the A in trade for our show.
Oh, did I? Oh shit.
No, but you're good. You're good. I fixed it.
All right. Well, Rizzo. We'll talk about this for a minute. It's division title or no playoffs for them. I 100% agree with them. And seeing that the Phillies are going out and getting players, I don't know why the Mets aren't. Their Mets are still talking to the Cubs for Bryant, Baez, Story. They're still doing a bunch of stuff. But real quick, Nick, Rizzo and Gallo to the Yanks. What do you think?
I said it. It's a couple of flashy moves. It's what the Yankees usually do, and I don't care. This team needs pitching. They don't need hitting. They got Garrett Cole, which is questionable now after losing the sticky stuff, and then a ton of crap. To be completely honest, I mean, when you have Tejon in your rotation and you have Kluber and he's hurt. Like, they don't have much right now. Herman has been meh. Montgomery's been meh. Like, this is not a good Yankees pitching staff. they are not a playoff contender. They needed to go out and get pitching, not 2 designated hitters with a team full of designated hitters. I mean, when your lineup, let's take a look what their lineup looks like. Their projected lineup for today, if it had Rizzo in it, is LeMahieu. Okay, he's a decent player. Aaron Judge, that's a designated hitter with a decent arm in the outfield. Rizzo, first baser, designated hitter. Gallo, first baser, designated hitter. Gary Sanchez, designated hitter. Like, this whole top of the lineup is strikeout or bust, and that's not what you need. I mean, the Yankees are just going out and getting flashy names because of the Yankees. I think they're going to be very overrated during the rest of the season, and they're a team definitely to fade. I know they picked up a couple of decent players today, but I want nothing to do with the Yankees. A team I do want something to do with is a team that made the biggest trade last night. The Dodgers.
Oh yeah.
Can we queue up? If you're the rest of the MLB, you are. To be completely honest, like, this team's it was a super team to begin with. I mean, if they get Bauer and Kershaw back for the playoffs, and you have to deal with Bauer, Kershaw, Scherzer, Urias, and Buehler, good luck. And that's not even including their lineup with Seager, with Bellinger, with Turner, with Muncy, with Taylor, with Pollock. This is a team that they're going to be A-okay, and this Dodgers team should do what we expected them to do in the beginning of the season and run away with this thing. If they don't get Bauer back, they still have Tony Gonsolin for the 5 slot, which is a great 5 slot pitcher, in my opinion. So this Dodger team, watch out. They're going to go far again. They're at least making the NLCS, if not the World Series, of not winning the whole thing again. And yeah, it's interesting to see what the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers are not done making moves either. It's a scary thing. I think they're going to go after another. They have to go after, I think, a closer though still. And the reasoning behind that is, this is I mean, they have to go behind it. They have to go get a closer because, I mean, Benson. Not enough said there.
I heard the Bauer that they don't want Bauer anymore. No, man, it makes sense. Yeah, but this team is just going to be stacked. You don't want to be negative because anything can happen, but God damn it, Dodgers. To be honest, it's the fact that they're not in first place right now is a little bit mind-boggling by like 10 games.
They'll be okay,
but they'll be fine. They'll make playoffs. Even with those 2 things, I still have the Giants winning the division, but that's fine because Scherzer's only going to pitch 1 every 5 days. And then Turner's a big piece. But yeah, Dodgers got Scherzer and Turner last night. We'll probably talk about this a little bit more later.
Now the Dodgers are plus 275 to win the World Series, and they are probably even plus 150 to win the National League.
Yeah, I don't see anybody really stopping them right now. I know that let's go wild picks. Mention the Braves. The Braves did get Eddie Rosario and Adam Duvall from Cleveland. Thoughts about this one, Nick?
Duvall came from Miami. I believe Eddie Rosario is from Cleveland. Those were 2 separate trades. But
did they actually?
They're picking up some extra bats, and they traded Pablo Sandoval for Eddie Rosario. I think that's a great trade for the Braves. They're getting rid of that contract, or being able to get a better player. So yeah, this is a nice little move there for the Braves. And Adam Duvall is a nice little utility guy. He's not gonna make your team better. He's not gonna make your team worse. So this is
Sorry, I read it quick. I thought for some reason I thought Duvall was on the Indians. I haven't really looked much at the Indians this year because they have not been good. But yeah, Braves got Eddie Rosario and Duvall. Now Eddie Rosario might be a decent piece to help out with that bullpen, outfield, since Acuna went out. But I really don't see the whole point in that one. And Duvall is once again a good bench piece to have, but nothing really to do much with that one there. As we're speaking, we still have 2 hours and 18 minutes until this, and some teams just have been doing a bunch. I want to look at two teams that have done absolutely nothing. Mets, Padres, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Padres were in that talk for Scherzer, and then all of a sudden he goes to the Dodgers. Padres have gotten nobody. Mets have gotten Rich Hill, and that's it. What are we doing? These two teams are World Series contenders. They need some more pieces. The Mets need to see they have to get Baez or Story or Bryant. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. Pick them up. Get them. Padres, get some more starting pitching. I know Kyle Gibson is still available. Maybe look towards him. But seriously, these two teams have done nothing. And the Padres are contenders. And they've done absolutely nothing. They need to catch two teams in the Giants and the Dodgers. And the Padres are just struggling right now. And they're not making any trades. Yes, they picked up Adam Frazier earlier in the week, but they really haven't done much this year, and it's just a little bit concerning for them, considering that they had all these intentions of being big teams in this, and all of a sudden they're not making any trade deadline moves. Please prove me wrong. Latest rumors on Cubs Chris Bryant. Nothing on that one. That was just a face for the article. Never mind. Krimble heading to White Sox. We knew this. I'm scrolling through Twitter on my second monitor just to see if there's any trade rumors, trade stuff going on. Home Run Derby and All-Star Game were so much fun. Now trade deadline is bonkers. Yeah, but we still have a bunch of players. Not to mention, we're still looking for a bunch of these Twins players to get traded. There's still a whole laundry list over there. Buxton can still get traded. Michael Pineda, Kenta Maeda, Max Kepler, Byron Buxton. There's still a lot of players over there. And then Bryant's still available. Story's still available. John Gray's still available. Kyle Gibson's still available. So there's still a bunch of trades that need to go on. And what else do we got? Oh, Baez is still available. But it's just hold on, let me bring up this one. I want to get your opinion on this guy. Nope, I can't spell. How about Kyle Schwarber to go into Boston?
Yeah. I saw that earlier. I was gonna eventually bring that one up. He spells Boston perfectly. Power left-handed bat with that short right field in Fenway Park. He's someone that definitely is going to improve the Red Sox here. I think that's a great move. I don't know who they got in return for him, but I like the move there nevertheless for the Red Sox. I think that he is going to help them immensely. And he's going to be a good DH for that team.
No, I got that one. There was one trade that the Padres did do, and they got Hudson from Washington, a relief pitcher.
It's a good way to bolster the bullpen a little bit.
I guess you build up that bullpen, and I mean sure, but they still need to make stuff happen. It's not really much going on there. There's still a bunch of names that are just sitting there. This last hour is just going to be crazy.
Yeah, I think so.
It should be. I'm just scrolling through not Facebook, but just the MLB thing to see what's going on. Well, in all the news with this, infielder Sterling Castro has been suspended 30 games without pay and assessed for undisclosed fine for violating MLB joint domestic violence, sexual assault, and child abuse policy. Interesting. Sorry, I saw that one as well. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. But
Yeah.
let's see what else we got. What's up, Turnsy? Let's get it.
Right.
What up? What up? We're just looking at some of the trade deadline stuff, live reactions to it, how it affects our betting, what we're thinking of these teams doing, what they're doing, or what they're not doing. I don't understand some of this stuff.
Yeah, but if any of you guys in the chat, Terry, Turnsy, if you guys want to hop on the stream and give your opinions about some of these moves, just let us know and we can email you a link to join the stream if you guys want to hop on and talk for a little bit here. We're going to be live for a few hours. So that's going to be it's going to be a fun stream. So if any of you guys want to hop on, just let us know and we will send you a link to hop on to the stream.
Turnsy, if you're talking about this one, it's going to have a big impact on this bullpen, which the White Sox definitely needed pieces for. This is a fantastic trade for the White Sox, and I'm pretty sure that they got him for essentially a steal. But he's a rental. He is there for this year, and that's going to be all, most likely. So they got him for this year. They're obviously going for this push to try to make playoffs, World Series, all that stuff. And it's going to help. The dynamic duo of Krimble and Hendricks in that bullpen is going to be nice. They're going to definitely be a scary team come playoff time in this one.
So who do you think will be the ninth inning guy? Will it still be Hendricks or will it be?
No, I still think that they stick with Hendricks and Krimble as the eighth inning guy. Hendricks was an all-star. You're not going to want to switch him out. So was
Krimble.
Yes, but you leave your closer, your all-star closer stays the all-star closer role. Krimble eighth, unless they could also like duel the closer spot, depending on the team that they're playing or whether or not, like, say Krimble's pitched 2 days in a row, Hendricks comes in and closes out a game or something in that nature. But this White Sox bullpen is going to be really good. My pod is White Sox team total over 2.5. First half -120. So maybe that'll give them a spark today and be excited. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really. I mean, yeah, we did a breakdown of all the games today, but I haven't really looked at. I haven't really looked particularly at the games today because I have like 6 or 7 plays, and that's a light day for me.
Yeah, see, I have the first 5 under for that one. I just don't trust the Indians offense to give me any runs, and I like Lance Lynn. So I think my prediction probably 3-0, 4-0 at the end of 5 innings for that game. So I have the first 5 under 4.5 for Cleveland and Chicago White Sox.
Yeah, all right. I keep struggling to see. I like some of these. I'm reading through some of the tweets because that's one of the things. One person tweeted, I think the trade deadline should be a day off for all baseball teams. So stressful for the organizations, coaches, and players especially. Thoughts? Yeah, I think it should be a day off. I think it should be like the whole entire day should be dedicated to the trade deadline and then push the trade deadline back to like 8 o'clock so that all of it goes down. But obviously they played her. I'm just happy that there's no games going on right now.
Yes.
That would be a pain in the ass to deal with. But everything on this trading page is all about Craig Krimble right now. But I don't know. Yeah, fastest hour in sports, 1 hour till trade deadline. Well, 1 hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting to see what happens. It's more of a chill for a minute, relax and see what happens, and then go over it. And right now yes, we've had a couple moves, but we haven't really gotten that much at the moment. I'm trying to really just stall out. Oh, hold on a minute.
There we go.
Hold on a minute, guys. Hello there, stranger.
What's going on? I said I'd pop on because I just love trade stuff, and then I had a show with Joe Matt and I did little things, and I had the people came over for the contractor because my air conditioner, I was double checking on that. I had a leak. And then I was going to run over down for your Texas Southern people know Buc-ee's, this place called Buc-ee's. It's a super rest stop. It's the best place ever.
Never been.
Oh, they're fabulous. But, I mean, trade day, baby.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're holding out hope with your Mets shirt on, but
what
are they doing?
Yeah, no, literally one of our tabs that we have available is Mets, Padres. What are you doing?
Thank you. Good. Let me jump right in on the Padres. So you go all in the offseason. You bring in Darvish, Musgrove, Snell, Tatis, big money, Machado, Hosmer. You're like, we're going to play Dodgers. Let's go see what you got, right? Yeah, Paddock was supposed to be good, and a lot of good things. And now here you are. You think you had man max, and then the Dodgers steal him right after. Not only do they take your girl, but and your brother goes too. He's like, you know what? I'm going to take your brother to be on my side too.
The Dodgers grabbed the girl and the girl's sister. So it's like, come on, bring them all over.
Like, what are they? Like, seriously, what are they thinking right now? Because now Barros is in Toronto.
Yep.
So where are they going pitcher wise? You bring in Frazier. You're thinking, all right, we're good. We got a good solid team here.
Gibson.
The Giants will come back. Gausman, we've seen in his last couple starts, hasn't been as sharp. Alex Wood is coming back to earth. This Cafelini, though, shockingly, is still pitching pretty decent. He's pretty solid. Yeah. And then you got Cueto, who's just that guy. He's Cueto right now. He's going to give you 6+ in 4 innings or 4 runs. You'll take that from your third or fourth starter to regular season. Yeah. Where are you going, San Diego now?
Oh no, San Diego has made one move. They got Hudson from Washington.
Yeah, but I mean it's
nothing. Absolutely nothing compared to what these teams should be doing.
I mean, Snell has been okay at home, I guess. Are you going to just pitch him at home? I mean, Weathers hasn't pitched well. I mean, Musgrove, I guess you throw out there. And just on salary cap, not salary cap, like the luxury tax place, they're at like the top, right? They're way above where they're normally at for a San Diego franchise.
Yeah.
Like this blows up for them. You have to think that next year they're trading this offseason. These guys are all on a block. Machado will be gone. Darvish will be gone. Snell will be gone. I mean, Hosmer, whoever, Will Myers, whatever the case, they were going to be shedding payroll next year. No doubt about it.
Yeah. It's honestly, this year is the year that Padres should have, be 5-6 games in first place or at least competitive, and they're 6 games back from the Giants, not the Dodgers, the Giants.
I know.
Also,
who thought the Giants overachieving like this? And I mean, come on,
that's why I'm not high on the Giants.
They're overachieving, but I still have. I mean, I had them to win the division at the All-Star break, and then all of a sudden with this trade, I'm not sure anymore. It's very concerning.
And I'm all for. Listen, you got to play the games. Who knows? Because let's. We thought the Dodgers and Padres would be fighting it out here, and we thought that the Mets would be really good or the Braves. You got to play. People get hurt, and forget about Scherzer. How about they get? Is that true?
Is that true?
I'm scrolling through.
The New York Mets are finalizing a trade to acquire shortstop Javier Baez from the Cubs. Holy crap.
Listen, I said that in the chat, and I said that Baez said he wants to play with Lindor next year.
Yes,
he's signed with the Mets.
But he'll be a second baseman. He won't be
he said I play second. If I'm playing with Lindor, I'm going to the Mets. I don't care. I'll play second to play with Lindor. Good for the Mets. Good for the Mets fans. Good for you guys.
Yes.
We made a move.
But we need more. They still need at least. I still want them to at least get either Bryant or Story. They have to get at least one more of those and a starting pitcher.
I thought they were going to maybe get Zach Davies too as a pitcher coming back.
I wouldn't be surprised at all of a sudden you see the Mets finalize a trade with the Chicago Cubs for both of them, for Baez, not Baez, but Bryant and Davies. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw something like that. Because the Mets definitely do need help with their bullpen, not bullpen, but bullpen, but starting rotation right now with DeGrom being shaky, with all the injuries that we have, that Mets do need to be looking for starting pitching.
Yeah.
they are finalizing, but it's not confirmed yet. So we don't want to oversell it, but yeah, that's what it's looking like at the moment. I also got info of what the Cubs got from the White Sox for Craig Kimbrel. They got second baseman Nick Madrigal and Cody Heuer, the right-handed pitcher. I'm guessing they're more prospects than anything, but
Madrigal was on that major league roster.
Yeah, he's a solid youngster.
Yeah, I don't mind that. The big thing is Craig Kimbrel. I know we keep bouncing around, but Craig Kimbrel is going to be a temporary piece. He's going to be a rental essentially for this season, and then he'll be somewhere else next year.
That's fine. Put him in there. That's another. If he's a solid arm in the 7th, 8th inning, he's a closer wherever you can use him.
Well, he would probably be 8th inning because Liam Hendricks is still the closer for White Sox, who's an all-star, who's solid right now.
I said before, guys, shorten the game. Go back to like those late 90s Yankees. You could throw a pitcher out there 6 innings, and then you bring in, shut them down guys 7, 8, 9. Like Tampa Bay, right? They all of a sudden you get a bullpen, 5 guys out of the bullpen. Like the Royals did it in their World Series run. Come in a bunch of bullpen guys, blow you out of water.
Honestly, that's the best spot.
Take it out. Like Lance Lynn, a great year. Is a guy going to be throwing like this in October at 50 years old or however old he is? I know he's like 32, but he's had injury problems. Let him go 5 and 6. Good. That guy goes 5 innings, no runs, 2 hits. All right. You pull him out after 80 pitchers. People are going to complain. You know what? If the bullpen does its job, take care of it. Come on.
The problem is there's not really that many teams that have the bullpen necessary to do that. I know the Yankees tried to do that when with Jeff Green and Aroldis Chapman, and look how that's turned out. That's just a disaster. But
I said on show today, like the Mets have used a bunch of pitchers the last couple of days. I mean, you need to have bullpen depth.
100%.
More than anything. But you also, if you have a bad starting pitcher, you want to be able to get that guy out as soon as possible. All right, he goes 5 innings. Let's go to the pen. We got guys who go 2 innings, and you're deep enough and you bring guys in. You don't have to worry about going guys back-to-back games because you got 5 guys who can pitch. You can use 2 guys one day and come back the next day. Then they're off. But how about just the sheer number of teams that are just saying, you know what, we're going for it. I mean, 4 out of 5 teams in the ALE said, you know what, we think we got a shot. I mean, hats off to the Blue Jays. I said this, I was doing a show with Joe Madden, and I said, Toronto is in 4th place, 10 games back, and they're like, you know what, we're going for it. I mean, holy cow. Like, listen, I like Yank, I'm a Yank fan, and I'm in here, I come in, and I'm fair in my assessment of them. You got 2 good bats. I get it. All right. Gallo is a little better in the field. He's not just a straight DH like Stanton and Judge and Sanchez. But, all right, you got the lefty. Now you bring in Rizzo, another lefty. But where's the pitching for the Yanks? I mean, it's still Cole and nobody. It's Cole and your stocking. I mean, you don't know what you're getting out of Sevy or Jermaine or Monty or whoever. A Kluber's come back. Talon's had a great 5 starts in July. This is what we were hoping, that he was healthy and come back like he pitched for Pittsburgh and was pretty good. But I can't believe he didn't get a pitcher. Like I'm thinking John Gray and Story to the Yanks.
With the Yankees right now, they've got way too many DHs that hit home runs and strike out and nothing more. The problem is you're not going to score much if you're just hitting solo shots. And the Yankees have proved that. A's pick up Josh Harrison and Yan Gomes. I have not.
I heard Gomes was going to be on the way out. That's good for the A, and that is typical A's pickup right there. Couple of grinder guys who are, you look at it and be like, whatever, but they're solid guys. It's just a solid guy.
Because the big thing with the A's is that they're not a big market team.
Nope.
You see how many players start the career in the A's, blow up, and then go elsewhere because the A's can't afford them. There's a laundry list of players that leave the A's because the A's are not a big market team. Now, if the A's, Moneyball? Yeah, I was about to mention that. Yeah, because with these 2 players, it's perfect. Because what do? They get on base.
That's it.
That's all they're doing. My dad's trying to call me. No, not right now, Dad.
He's happy you shaved.
No, he's probably going to ask about Javier Baez.
He's probably like,
Sure.
hey guys, did you know what happened? He's trying to bring you breaking news.
He's trying to call me now.
Yeah, hold on. I'll text him real quick saying we're on stream.
Tell your dad I said hello. He's a nice guy.
We'll do. We're on stream with
4 AL East teams say we got a shot at the playoffs. You talked about the Yankees crushing home runs and trying it's all or nothing for them. And then you got a team like the Red Sox who lead the league in hits, are second in just hitting the ball, number one in hitting it in doubles. I mean, just get on base. Like he says, I don't care how you get there. I mean, just, you get on base, it extends the inning, something happened. Somebody could bounce a ball off their chest. Somebody drops the ball. We get a base hit. There could be a wild pitch. I mean, get on base any way you can. That's how you win a game. Can't win if you can't score. Get on base.
Yes, Am. He's good. He was an all-star this year. Krimble was an all-star.
He's pretty good. Now, going back to the Javier Baez trade, the only thing that really scares me is who did the Mets give up for him? Did we give up like a Brett Beatty? Like, did we give up someone like that? That scares me.
Listen, what give up? First of all, Baez is how old is Baez? 25. I mean, he's a young, good player.
Yeah.
And I know Lindor has been a bit of a bust here out of the gate. I would trade. I don't care who my system I'm trading because he's a minor. You don't know what you're going to get out of minor league. A lot of great guys are supposed to be great. And how about you're a Met fan? Have Craig Jeffries work out for you? I mean, like, come on. Who's the outfielder they had? What was his name? They always loved the 5-tool outfielder.
Beltran?
No, rookie bust. He came over from Baltimore.
Young.
No,
I don't remember then.
I'll eventually I'll remember off the thing, but like you don't know what you're getting at.
He's 28.
This guy is an established Major League Baseball. He's a star. He's not superstar-esque yet. He can get there. What are you holding on for your young teams for? How'd they work out for the Celtics in the NBA holding on to all those draft picks? I mean, where did Trenton Thunder? How about Oklahoma City Thunder with all their picks? No. Give me an established guy any day of the week when you're going for it. Come on, Matt. You got who knows with DeGrom's injury? That guy, he might not pitch next year. For all you know, the guy's gonna blow out his arm with Tommy John or something. Get what you can right now. It's about get that championship, sell the house. The Yanks did it when they got CeCe and Burnett and Tex. Who cares what we pay? We got the World Series. That's what it's about. It generates enough money to offset any of this other nonsense. I mean, trade the young guy. Get the established player right now that's going to try to look at the division. I mean, the Braves are bringing in chips and pieces like, should we stay? The Mets aren't doing nothing. I bet you now that I won't be shocked tomorrow if the Braves just trade off Morton and all these guys they just got.
Well, I mean, trade deadline ends in 56 minutes. So,
I thought it's
until
31st. I'm sorry, it's the 30th.
Yeah, it's the 30th this year. It's a little bit different. And one thing that I mentioned in our stream earlier today, hey Dad, without
there's Mr. Earle.
One thing I mentioned in my stream today is I am so happy that there is no MLB games going on right now, because that would be an absolute just shit show.
Well, I'm sure some of these guys won't. Some guys who might not be. Who knows? Because you can get trades after the fact. Who knows what's going to go on?
True. Nick, you look like
if there's a deal in place and they're playing, let's be honest. If this Baez deal's not done, he's not being in the lineup. None of these guys are going to be in the lineup tonight, even if it's a done deal or not.
No, nobody that's being traded today, unless they're playing an hour away by car, nobody's going to be in the starting lineup that got traded today. Not a chance. Nick, you look like you were shocked of something.
We do have another move.
Okay, what do we got?
I'm saving the banner right now. Let me put it up. That's what we got.
Wow. Damn.
That's a nice pickup for the Phillies.
Yes, it is.
And then I saw another one. This one doesn't make too much sense for me, but I mean,
good for the Phillies grabbing a pitcher. I think he'll be all right in Philly.
No, yeah, I mean he's someone that they definitely need. And then he hasn't had that great of a season, but the Mets got him too.
Trevor Williams from the Cubs?
I believe so.
Starting pitcher?
Yep.
Hey, that gives depth.
Pitch today.
Yeah, Gibson. Dude, I was thinking that Gibson was gonna go to New York, Yankees. I figured Gibson was a Yankee. In this entire trade deadline, that was my thought, was he's going to New York.
This trade deadline, I mean, this is like something you want as like when you're like 15 and you hope you want all these crazy trades to happen. Like, this is it. You got Hall of Famers being dealt, All-Stars being dealt, young superstars being dealt. I mean, Turner and Baez. I'm high on Trey Turner. I think the guy is awesome.
Oh yeah,
the guy's amazing.
I mean, Baez is another guy who can be a superstar.
Yeah. Rizzo, Bryant, Story.
I mean,
Gibson got dealt.
Barrios get dealt because listen, the Twins said if you don't sign a long-term contract, we're going to do you. So they trade Barrios with the year remaining. They're going to trade Buxton. I mean, how about Buxton and Pineda back to the Yanks?
I wouldn't be surprised. The Yankees do need pitching. I wouldn't be surprised if they went out and got either Michael Pineda or Kenta Maeda from Minnesota. I wouldn't be surprised if either of them went out. Even though Kenta Maeda's not been pitching well this year, he is still a valuable piece.
Sometimes I said this at the beginning of the year. I was talking about the Nats. Obviously, they, Strasburg's. I mean, I think that guy's career's done. They talk about him. He's getting that crazy surgery.
Yeah,
$35 million a year. Now, beginning of the year, I figured, you know what? You got Scherzer, you got Strauss. They're healthy. Corbin's okay. You brought in Lester. You had Schwarber, Soto, Turner. You had some talent there. Obviously, they've sold the whole shop here. How about the Cleveland Indians, who people thought, hey, they're pretty good, but you got injuries to Bieber, Saval, and now they're just dealing guys away.
Yeah.
The whole Central has thrown up and said, forget it. This is the White Sox. And forget about this year. I mean, next year, the White Sox should again dominate this division. Unless Cleveland goes out and spends a ton of money on some free agent bats. Who's challenging Cleveland for the next 3 years in this division? The Tigers, maybe?
You mean who's challenging the White Sox? And that's nobody. That is nobody for this year, nobody for next year. Maybe in
the Tigers in 3 years?
Maybe in like 2023 you can get either the Tigers or Kansas City threatening them. But no, I don't see any of these teams threatening the White Sox for a couple years.
What? They want to spend money and take over Chicago with the Cubs in a clear rebuild. Good for the Cubs. You won the World Series. It didn't pan out. You had injuries, this and that. Deal the guys and start. I respect the team that's going to say, you know what? Let's just try to do this. Let's go. Guys are getting old. What are we doing here? Shuffling along at 500, And as a Yankee fan, I'm thinking the same thing. Like, why are we just being a 500 team? Because even now with these trades, I don't think they're a World Series contender.
Or even a playoff team. I don't even think they make the playoffs still.
I mean, I'm all for trading. I said to somebody, let's trade, Stanton, put Gleyber Torres with him, whoever, trade him. Get Stanton off of your roster. You can't pay him and Judge and Sanchez. Now you bring in Gallo, who's under contract for a year. Rizzo, I mean, we need some pitching. We can't win every game 12-8. We tried that. You lost when you did that. Pitching.
Yeah, the Yankees are not a playoff team without picking up a pitcher, and Kyle Gibson's gone. So, who did they get? I know.
It's the Cubs. You got to look at the Cubs for Gray. You got to look at the Dodgers
or Gray or
Twins, Pineda and Kenta. Who? J.A. Happ's going to make a reappearance in the Bronx?
No. J.A. Happ should just be garbage. He should be thrown away. That shouldn't be a piece that people want to go and trade for.
I mean, who are they bringing? Lester from the Nationals. Is he healthy? Is he pitching? How about Corbin? How about Corbin? They're going to trade for Corbin? At this point, the Nationals should just be like.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Nationals were a AAA team at this point. And Cubs are the same. So no. And then some of these don't make sense, but at the same time, it's really good for a lot of these teams to pick up the players that they need. Besides the Yankees, who don't know how to really.
So not only do the Phillies get Kyle Gibson, it says Ian Kennedy's coming over in that deal also.
Dodgers just traded for James Harden. Oh, no way. Really? Real quick, seeing that he brought up NBA, one big trade, Westbrook to the Lakers.
Who the hell cares?
I figure I'd bring it up.
Lakers aren't winning next year anyway. It doesn't make a difference. They're not winning with that. Don't even bother.
LeBron's overrated. Oh, I just said it.
I like the Ian Kennedy pickup. He's a solid bullpen. Obviously he's a bullpen guy now. That's a nice pickup. He's had a nice little year, Ian Kennedy.
Yeah.
I just feel sometimes you get a change of scenery for some guys, and it helps. Like that's what I was going back to, like the Nationals when they picked up like Schwarber or Straight, however you say his name.
Schwarber's heading to Boston now.
Yeah, Schwarber to Boston. That's an interesting.
I mean, like
trade.
somebody like Kenta or had to have him bad years. Maybe go somewhere else and it kind of clicks. Like even Rizzo's year is not all that great this year, right? He's okay. He's having a nice year. Nothing super duper jumping out. Guy, you go to a new team, you can just shine. Change. You get a little extra energy going on. It's people are pumped you're there. Like somebody like, let's bet Seattle tonight. Like, why the heck are you betting the Mariners? They destroyed their locker room. They're so pissed off over trades. That's not a team I want to bet on.
Oh no, I didn't back him today. I haven't backed him in a couple of days.
Rangers trade Gallo. Is that why you're thinking, we'll trade him? They traded Gallo. Well, they're trading guys. They know they're a bad team. They're rebuilding. That's not affecting guys like that because they got young kids who are like, all right, I can come here. That's my shot. So that's a team you want to say maybe show up because
they got nothing to lose.
Young guys coming up who are going to play. They're looking for a contract next year. These 4A type guys. They're looking to catch on.
Yeah,
I'm not betting on a team that's trading away guys.
Well, technically, I know the other day when me and you were on Total Chaos, Graveman got traded. Yep. Seattle did replace him with
Diego Castillo.
Diego Castillo from the Rays. So they did get somebody to replace him. I don't think it's an upgrade by any stretch of the imagination. And the only way I'm backing Seattle at all for the rest of the year, they have to go out and get another bat. I know they were close with Whit Merrifield. Nothing with that one.
Is he going to the Yanks?
I wouldn't be surprised. But I don't think the Yankees need any more bats.
I'd like to get Whit. That'd be a nice little pickup because then I don't know where the heck you put him. Third base. I just grab a guy just to get him because that team between Judge and Stanton, and you got guys who are going to get hurt. Even Mayu, a little banged up. I mean, Gleber hasn't been that great. I'd throw him on the bench. I don't care. I just want to amass all the assets I can. Just you got a guy can get him on it. Why wouldn't you? Make it work. Who cares?
I think Kansas City is really wanting to go for it next year. Like they think they have a good enough core and they think they can make enough trades in the offseason that they probably I wouldn't be surprised if Whit Merrifield, Soler, and all those guys stayed. I know they dealt Duffy, but Duffy's getting old. I wouldn't be surprised if they held on to those young guys for at least one more year and said, hey, this 2021 is over. Let's go after 2022. We can go pick up a couple of arms or something in the offseason and see where it takes us.
Yeah, but Whit's not that old. Whit's like 30 years old. He's not like some young cat.
No, he's not young, but they might figure, hey, we got one more year. If we're not good by next year's trade deadline, we deal him then. Because I feel like if Whit Merrifield was going somewhere, there would be news already saying that he's in discussion. But
haven't heard nothing about him.
Yeah, I haven't heard nothing about him, nothing about Soler. Soler's been garbage this year anyway. He's got like a 190 average. So
and I was like, I'll take a shot on this guy to win the home run title. He had 47 homers last year.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, nothing. So no, nothing I'm too interested in. There's
Tim. By the way, you know how we bet the card. I got the Cardinals first 5 this morning at plus 105, and you got them full game at minus 104. Yeah, good thing we listed action with Barrios being traded. The Cardinals full game is now a minus 140, and their first 5 is a minus 135. So beat 40-cent live movements because we didn't list our pitchers this morning.
Yep, I got him at 115 last night.
Did you?
That's a great price.
And you bet it. You bet it action, right? You didn't bet it.
Yeah.
Okay. Cause I know a lot of times I'll end up messing up and be like, oh, I forgot to list my pitcher or not list my pitcher or whatever. So
well, I say this all the time. Like when we loaded on the chats for like the premium stuff on the sites, like you can't. It's just a loss. It doesn't get taken off the board or nothing. So it's kind of like
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I actually came in. I took St. Louis on the sites. I said I went a little run line plus 160. I think I got him at 160.
I don't mind that either.
I said, you know what? I've been kicking St. Louis all year. I'm not a big fan of St. Louis, but I'm like, I'll take a shot at plus 160 because they're not done. I don't think they're done by a long shot dealing today. I think Buxton, maybe not Buxton, but definitely Donaldson. Who else they have? Kepler can go.
Oh, Donaldson. That was another name that I totally forgot was even available. I know the Mets were talking to him for a while, but they end up losing interest in going after, I guess, Baez, looking at Bryant, looking at Story. Real quick, Stimmy said, where did Duffy go? He went to the Dodgers.
Listen, I like that move for it. I think, how many times have you seen a guy go to a team like that? Like he was good in Kansas City. Couldn't get wins because he's on Kansas City, but pitched well enough where he should have been like a 15-win pitcher.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I'm excited. Like this guy next year could win 20 games. Like he should be 18-8 for them next year. But let's be honest, he's going to be 6-12 with a 4.50 ERA.
Yeah.
I've seen that story play out before with the Yankees with Sonny Gray and Esteban Loaiza and Jeff Weaver. You think you'd come here and put them in the back rotation, and the Yankees are that good. You're pitching against a fourth starter. You should win. That never happens. Guys come to the Yankees and die. Like Roger Clemens, 14-game winner. Randy Johnson goes 17-7 with a 5.50 ERA. AJ Burnett was never under a 6 ERA. I mean, like it's bizarre.
It really, but it makes sense because the Yankees have been known for their bats, and they always have some of the big name bats that smash 30 home runs a year and
strike out 120 times.
Yeah, that's what the Yankees essentially are. Is they pay way too much money for players that are either at the tail end of their prime or not in their prime anymore, and then they go and they make it to the divisional series or CS and then lose and go, I wonder why we can't make the World Series. You guys aren't really doing much besides getting old people. So and DHs.
Philly's trying to get heavy on Buxton, it says here. But I'll be honest, and the other thing here from Twitter I'm reading is like they're trying to deal Donaldson. So Donaldson's second year of a 4-year, $92 million contract. So you're taking Buxton, bro, you're taking that $92 million with you. It's goodbye. They're gonna kick off John. I mean, the guy's 35 and he's got 2 years left. Like, I don't care. If I'm a team, if I have money, if I'm a big market team, I'd make that deal to get a guy like Buxton, even though he's got health issues. But again, change of scenery, you never know. Maybe it's because he's playing in a crap field and he gets hurt playing outfield out there. I don't know.
I mean,
I'm taking on Donaldson to get Buxton. I mean, who is he? Is he the second coming of Aaron Hicks? Will never stay healthy? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe they get dealt, but do any of you guys think Chicago White Sox can get into the World Series this year? Yes,
absolutely.
I do. Are you kidding me? Yeah, they're going out and getting pieces. Yeah, no, and they got Eloy Jimenez back. This offense is starting to get back together.
Alex Ochoa. Was Alex Ochoa the Met guy I'm thinking of? Is it Alex Ochoa?
I don't even remember that name.
Yes, Alex Ochoa. Here he is.
I'm stuck. Higgs, you said you're scrolling through Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have MLB Trade Deadline locked in on Twitter looking at latest. And
yeah,
I'm scrolling through. I'm just not seeing any information right now.
I'm looking at different people's tweets from
Daniel Norris to the Brewers, a nice little left-handed reliever from the Tigers that they just picked up. Derek Norris or Daniel Norris from the Tigers.
Daniel Norris, I remember he had like a nice start. He was a starter for a little bit for them.
Mm-hmm.
People, maybe just look at the MLB people. Just like MLB, the official thing, and they have a bunch of stuff coming. Yeah, they were showing
this is like when it was like 1993 for me. Like after high school, I'm sitting around my friends, are playing like Madden football or NBA something or hockey, and you're just like trading guys.
Yes.
This week of baseball trades is literally like you and your friends having fantasy baseball like time. Really.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I can't believe these trades. It is unbelievable.
No. Real quick with the video games. Me and Nick used to do that all the time. Me and Nick would go, all right, I get NL, you get AL. And what we'll do is we'll throw it on season mode. And we would go before the start of the year. I would pick like an NL team. He would pick an AL team. And we just stack that one team, get both of them to the World Series, and then play each other for 7 games. Just have, all of a sudden, our teams are like 120 and 43. And it's just like, it was a lot of fun being able to just go back and forth. And all of a sudden, because me and Nick played 07. We played that one for a while because that was our favorite game. David Wright was on the cover. So the whole entire time, we would have like Matt Cain as a starting pitcher, Justin Verlander as a start. And you would have all these like big name pitchers. Matt Cain. Yes, Matt Cain. And you would have all these like big name pitchers as we were going against each other, and then our batting order was like stacked beyond belief. You had Alfonso Soriano from the Cubs,
Rocco Baldelli,
and Grady Sizemore.
Yes.
Oh my.
He was a monster. Another guy. I hate when guys get hurt. Like how great they could have been. Like he was awesome. Like someone said, so I saw on Twitter, someone was like, "Oh, Don Mattingly, they showed a play, and it's like, oh, the guy was great. Too bad injuries cut his career short." And the guy's like, he played 14 years, and and someone else said, "Yeah, but his first 5 years were just unbelievable, where he was, just awesome, like crazy, and then you get hurt, and then you're never the same player."
Bringing back names I'd forgotten about.
So how about the Phillies? So they get Gibson and Kennedy, and Philly traded Spencer Howard, who was actually like one of their top guys. He was like one of their top.
I would, if I was looking in the Philly shoes, I'm okay with doing that.
Oh, you're going for it now? Why not? I mean, listen, he's a second round pick. He hasn't really done much in his. The guy has 17 games under his belt, but. Is he going to be great? Who knows?
No.
I mean, he's 25. You don't know what the guy's going to be. I'm all for trading. You heard me. You're going to go for it. Hey, Spencer Howard might win your World Series in 2029. Not now. Not getting the playoffs.
No.
So trade it. I'm just saying they're trading top guys. It's not like you're just trading like 6 guys who might be. This guy's in the rotation. He's got some experience. And let's be honest, second round pick, he's supposed to be kind of good, right? I mean, not like it's just some random guy. A lot of these players like that, the Scherzer deal, I mean, you got their top 2 guys going, and Josiah Gray and Ruiz, the catcher.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, if the team is going for it, they're going for it. They don't care who they have to give up, as long as it's not a key piece to this year. If it's a piece that they're looking at to hold on to for whatever year in the future, 2023, 2024, 25, all the way to 29, whatever we're looking at, they don't care right now. If they want that piece, they'll get it back when they want it. And no, they're looking for this year. They're looking for now. And some of these teams are doing a really good job with that.
I just love that Mets deal for you guys.
I honestly, but looking at just the playoff situation right now, I would honestly, right now, after trade deadline, I would take the Phillies to win the division. Just because the Phillies are actually doing stuff. They got a piece for their bullpen, right? Kennedy's a bullpen piece.
The Mets' overall roster is better than the Phillies. So
correct.
Yeah.
They needed to make moves.
The Mets deal helps them. Not only does it help them get them into the playoffs this year, it should, right? Because you think their hitters would start hitting. You got Alonso, their guys should start playing better.
Yeah.
But just long term for this. I mean, like this, you got this infield is awesome. I mean,
yeah.
Alonso, Baez,
Lindor, and then either McNeil, or if they go and get Story or Bryant, Story or Bryant in the next 35 minutes.
Well, I'm just talking. These guys they're going to sign Baez. Baez said he wants to sign with him. So
that's official at this point, pretty much.
That 3-piece. That's worth a shot, and hopefully DeGrom's healthy, and hopefully when Syndergaard comes back, he's good. Obviously, Tommy John takes a lot out of you. Look at what Matt Harvey did after he came back from Tommy John, but
But
I
then
still
you can
think
look
that
at the other side of the spectrum, like Adam Wainwright, who had Tommy John early in his career, and look what he turned out to be. Or I think potentially in 3-4 years,
trade J.A. Happ to the Cardinals.
the Cardinals did something
for John Gant.
Oh my God,
John Gant. Oh my God, what the hell was that?
Oh, you know what? You said trade. I figured, this is gonna be big, and then you say J.A. Happ. I'm like, what the hell are you doing, dude? Hell yeah! Way to upgrade your rotation. You got J.A. Happ.
I was making a joke. I'm like, God, maybe he's gonna come back to the Yanks. Who knows? The Cardinal. And I said today on the show, I was like, because the Cardinal, I said, props off to the Reds. They said, you know what? Let's go get a couple relief pitchers, and they're sitting, 5 games back of Milwaukee, and they're facing the Giants, Dodgers, and Padres all ahead of them in the wild card, right? Because one of those teams win the West, the other two wild card teams. And they say, you know what? We're not gonna trade Sonny Gray or Wade Miley or
Castellanos or Winker or any of those guys. No,
we're gonna go for it and pick up some bullpen guys. I mean, after the Dodgers, and here comes St. Louis, a 500 team. Like, let's go pick up a starting pitcher. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Oh my God!
They're 10 games back, and they just picked up J.A. Happ.
I mean,
the World Series team now. Let me bet the Cardinals to win the World Series.
Damn it, Cardinals! Give me a ton of Cardinal. No, absolutely not. I still think the Cardinals finish. I'll make the bold take and say that the Cardinals finish behind the Cubs.
And I mean, listen, John Gant. He went 11-1 one year out of the bullpen. I mean, he hasn't been terrible this year. He's a 3.40 ERA as like a kind of split kind of spot starter guy.
There's got to be something else in that deal then.
Well, the Twins they're sending also a minor leaguer to him. I mean, the St. Louis is sending a minor leaguer. J.A. Happ is 38. He's got a 7 ERA. He's given up 74 earned runs. I think he leads the league in earned runs given up this year. How the heck? How are you giving up a guy who's 10 years younger and a minor leaguer? How does that work?
I have no clue. I have not a clue how that one does. But really?
I mean, John Gant I must have missed the memo where John Gant's making $18 million a year.
I don't get it. I really don't. That one doesn't make sense. But we didn't expect St. Louis to do anything anyway, so.
Rockies have lowered their asking price on Story. Giants to the front of the line.
The Mets should still be. I thought the Mets were still looking for the package deal with Story and Gray.
No, they're talking about. I just saw on Twitter they're actually talking with another team right now about another player, hitter and pitcher combo. Potentially the Mets are going to get Kenta Maeda and Byron Buxton in that trade. There'd probably be a prospect involved for the Mets as well as J.D. Davis.
This other one here says that the Rockies aren't going to trade John Gray or Trevor Story. Like, we're going to hold on to him.
That's what I said during your. That's what I said during your stream today. I said bold take.
Why?
Trevor Story isn't going anywhere. I don't know why. You know why? Because the Rockies are the new Mets with one of the most incompetent owners and GM groups in the major leagues.
That makes absolutely no sense.
Take the Kyle Gibson banner off and put up the J.A. Happ to the Cardinals. That's more.
Yes, yes. Sorry,
that's the big news we have to talk about, right? John Gant, the absolute GOAT. No. No. The biggest one is Daniel Norris to the Brewers. Duh.
I mean, good. And the crazy thing is, the bullpen has actually been pretty good for the Brewers.
Yeah,
they actually had a decent bullpen, the Brewers.
Have the Brewers done anything this trade deadline?
They picked
up Escobar, the hitter from.
That's right, Arizona. Yeah.
And then I mentioned today, I was doing a show with Joe Madden, and I said, they got that kid, Willie Adame. He was hitting 198 for Tampa Bay before he came over. He was hitting 300 for, for Milwaukee.
Oh, Adames.
Yeah, Adames.
Yes, that was a good pickup.
Adames has said on record he hated hitting at Tropicana Field, though. So that's why you saw those huge home road splits for him.
Who else they get? They got the kid Rowdy Tellez. Rowdy.
I love that acquisition. He's been so good.
He's been good for them. So the Brewers, they got, Hader, Williams is off of the DL for them, and Sutter. So their bullpen it's struggled a little bit, but I didn't even realize Williams has been on the DL for as long as he has, but you can't go wrong with bullpen help, that's for sure. Lord knows that between Burns, Woodruff, and who's that, Peralta, they've been crushing it. So now
it's the best rotation in baseball.
Really?
Honestly, yeah. Yeah, they have.
I'm shocked they're not more involved in getting a bat because Yelich has been terrible.
Yeah, he has not been good. He's also been injured for a chunk of the year, so.
Yeah, but I mean, but last year too. This guy had one home run last year. He's not.
Yeah, I have Twitter on my monitor. I'm just scrolling through to see if I could get any other information on this, and I mean, you guys keep seeing a bunch of stuff before I do. I just have under late. I should probably just look at top stuff for all this, just to try to really look at it.
I'm shocked the Braves today going to get Duvall too, and Eddie Rosario.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that the Braves were interested in actually going after some stuff.
And you can't even trade Duvall or Rosario now because you got to keep them for 30 days. What are they thinking now with Philly going in to get a pitcher? And granted, not like huge sexy name pitchers when you're talking Gibson and Ian Kennedy but what? I don't know.
I really don't either, but Atlanta's only 4 games back.
Yeah, no. I mean, you look at it initially, it's like 4 games back. They're still under 500 on the year.
Yeah, so they're not gonna. If they win the division, they're not gonna do much in the playoffs.
And that's the thing. I think Mets, even with healthy DeGrom, you're really up against it when you're gonna have to face. Listen, I still think the Dodgers and the Padres are better than the Giants, even though the Giants are in first place. But
yes, I agree with that.
You're up against it there. Milwaukee can come in and the thing is Milwaukee, they can come play your ugly game and beat you at it. Okay, we'll beat you 2-1. We'll have our ace give up 1 run, but we'll get to your ace for a run, and then our bullpen won't blow it like your bullpen win, and we'll beat you 2-1. The Brewers are like the better Met team.
Yeah.
Less headache.
What have I missed? What have I missed?
Ways to blow games for DeGrom, but Milwaukee finds ways to win games for their guy. They win that game 2-1. They don't lose it.
Some rumbling about Bryant to the Yankees.
Eesh, that'd be great.
So I think I found out who the Mets just gave up in that trade with the Cubs for Javier Baez.
All right, what do they got?
Pete Crow Armstrong. That's it.
Who?
Pete Crow Armstrong, our number 7 overall prospect.
Okay, that's fine. Yep, that works.
The guy that I think just went through Tommy John surgery.
Yep, that sounds good to me. Yeah. Yep, trade him more.
I mean, if that's all they really traded,
man, they can go after a lot more than
freaking steal. We were able to do that and hold on to Beatty. We were able to hold on to what was it? We were able to hold on to Alvarez, Beatty, Mauricio, Allen, Ventos, Rocker. We held on to our top 6 prospects. So I'm totally okay with that.
So how about if the Yanks trade some more of their minor leaguers and Voit back to the Cubbies and get Davies and Bryant?
They need to get a pitcher. I mean,
but Davies has not been that good this year. I mean,
they just need a pitcher.
They just need somebody to take up innings. I understand that.
Sean Chacon wasn't good. He went in and won 10-0 for the Yankees. Aaron Small went 11-0 one day. I mean, you could just find somebody to come in and catch lightning in a bottle. That's what these trades are about. You catch a guy who comes in, doesn't have to be a great name, comes in and things break right, and you win 7 in a row.
Yeah, they just need pitchers. So, oh yeah, we did mention Trevor Williams as well. Was part of that trade.
Yes, Turnsy. I haven't even gotten to sit down and look at all the NHL signings so far. I've seen a couple of them. I need to sit down and process all those before I'm able to give opinions on those. There's a lot of free agent signings in the NHL.
What else we got? We got 24 minutes left in this trade deadline. We still have Bryant that's available. We still have Story that's available. A lot of these players have gone, so this trade deadline is quite solid at the moment. I'm just looking at
trending, and they'll give you names of players that are traded.
Oh, just look at trending? Okay, that might be a little bit helpful.
Yeah, like some of the trending ones is Baez, Madrigal, Buxton.
That might actually help.
Because that's just a bunch of people tweeting about that one specific guy.
Yeah, Gibson, International Friendship Day. Yeah, trending is really helpful.
So the Scherzer deal is official.
Yeah, that was official last night.
Oh no, it was official. You know nowadays it's official pending because MLB's got to get involved because it's Scherzer's contract's got that whole deferred money thing going on.
Okay, can we take a minute address this comment? I like the Nats today. Why are you betting on that game? What?
That's why Nathan Turner doesn't even come into my show anymore because he says dumb things like this. How the heck are you betting this game, Nathan? What are you doing? Somebody brought this game up today. I think it was, I don't want to say his name. I know exactly what was in my chat. I was like, what do you think about the Cubs-Nats game today? Why in God's green earth are we thinking about the Nats just basically backed up a moving truck, traded Upton and Hand and Turner and Scherzer and now Gomes. And, I mean, why would you even want the Nats today? What are you doing? Hey, let's take the Cubs too because they're not making any trades. Let's just grab who else is dealing everybody? Take the Twins today. Easy money. Twins, Nats, Royals. Who else could we put in this money line parlay of your life today? I mean, get out of here. Put the Marlins in there too.
Yeah.
And the Indians. There you go. Another team selling shop. Oh my goodness, Nathan. You got to sell your watch. You'd be living in a
Nathan, you see the thing scrolling on the bottom of your screen? Yeah. If you want to bet this game, I would call this number first.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's just not a game that you want to really go and bet. I mean, you don't even know who the players in the game will be. I don't know. That's not a spot that I want to go.
I mean, the Nationals just got rid of what? Scherzer and Turner and Schwarber and Hudson. Yeah, definitely they're not promoting things either. Yeah, come on. What are we doing here? Like I was looking at the slate last night, and when Tim and I was talking over what games we're gonna look at for the free pick videos on ESB, I was like, "Oh, you should do the Cubs and the Nationals." He was like, "What?
No." Absolutely not. Well, this trade deadline has definitely been something, though.
On a non-related note, in the NFL, Carson Wentz is out indefinitely with a foot injury.
Yeah,
why am I not surprised?
I got Seattle plus 2.5 before. I jumped in because you know what? All of my future, I was like, let's jump on a little Colts here. Little future ticket. Everybody's going to be on Tennessee. After Tennessee got Julio Jones, I'm like, I'll grab some Colts action. Yeah. Said that. I'll use that to weight my butt with.
Yeah.
Either
Colts or now what?
Big Colts fans.
I can't believe the Rockies are staying in pat.
That does not make sense. Unless they get a trade off in the next 20 minutes. Honestly, what are they doing right now? It does.
I mean, the Nationals, like, who is left of this World Series team? I mean,
nobody.
Strasburg should just retire. He's going to have to retire after this surgery. I mean, he's done. I mean, he's not going to retire because he's getting $35 million a year. But
yeah,
why would Soto even want to stay here?
He probably doesn't, but he's got what is
Oh, wait a second. Do they have Robles? Can the Yanks get Robles from them?
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
they can.
Go get Robles. I think isn't Julio going to jail? Didn't him and somebody else like steal all the weed from their medical marijuana place? You see that? They're under indictment for that?
No idea.
Reason why Juan Soto can't get traded, he is locked in until 2025. So he's not going anywhere.
I love it. Someone made a meme. You know the meme, Tim, where it has that beat up old house with the Lamborghini on the side? It says Juan Soto on the Nationals right now.
Pretty much. That's all. This is just a little bit. I still can't go over that story's not gone somewhere. Like, what are the Colorado Rockies trying to do?
I mean, and let's look at this. So Baltimore really didn't trade anybody away because they have really no trade kind of materials there.
Besides Trey Mancini.
Yeah, but I think they keep him just because he's a fan favorite. They'll keep him. It's not worth it. To get what? To get some random 4A type guy? It's not worth it for, come on. No.
Yeah.
Keep it for them. It's a nice story. People come to the stands. Kansas City said, you know what? Time to deal. Minnesota, time to deal, time to deal. Texas, time to deal, time to deal. Washington, Miami, time to deal. Go last place teams. Cubbies, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I believe Cubs. I think the Cubs are done making moves for today. Kyle Hendricks talks have stalled, and it appears the Cubs are done making moves. Someone tweeted.
Colorado and Arizona, only teams in last place or second to last place, not dealing guys. Like, you couldn't get anything from Mad Bum? I'm shocked you couldn't get it.
No, you couldn't get anything from Mad Bum. Yeah, the problem with Arizona is they have nothing besides Escobar that they traded. So there's not really any.
You're telling me the Yanks wouldn't take Bumgarner or Zach Gallen or somebody?
No.
You're crazy. You're nuts.
How about Merrill Kelly?
7 innings.
How about Merrill Kelly? Like, you couldn't trade Merrill Kelly?
I'm telling you, the Yanks
Zach Gallen?
They should have. You know what? That would have been a Yankee thing to do, was to get old pitchers that like Madison Bumgarner that will get you 4 innings, 5 innings a game.
I'm shocked they didn't get Happ and Bumgarner. That would have been typical Yanks. They get Kenta, who's like 35, Happ, who's 37. Bumgarner. Go for Mike Minor. Where's Mike Minor? Bring Mike Minor into the Bisque.
Yeah. I'm just going through like Ken Rosenthal and trying to see what he says, Buster Olney and what he says, because those are the reliable sources, I guess. Nothing really left. I'm surprised Chris Bryant's not out of Chicago.
He's not going anywhere.
Why?
Got me.
That makes no sense. Why? You're getting rid of Rizzo. You're getting rid of Baez. You don't get rid of Bryant? They're all going to be free agents. There's no reason to hold on to Chris Bryant if you guys are just dumping everything.
I wonder, what are the odds that tomorrow when Baez gets to New York, the Reds drill him and there's a fight?
Oh, crap.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, man.
I never thought about that one.
Baez is suspended for a week, and he's out with like a broken arm.
Damn it. Mets, please do not play Baez until after the Cincinnati series. Please. Because then you're going to end up messing him up. Damn it. You know what? I never thought about that one.
So here's some numbers I saw somebody posted on Twitter here. Berrios versus the AL East. All right. Against Baltimore. 52 innings, a 2.94 ERA. Pretty good, right? Versus
what was
Red
that?
Sox. 34.2 innings, 4.93 ERA. Versus the Yankees. 14 innings, 5.79 ERA. Now, we know how the Yanks treat Minnesota, so maybe that's just an outlier. He needs a new team. 22 2/3 versus Tampa, 7.15 ERA.
Not good.
Not the best numbers, but again, you're on a better team. Maybe you pitch different, and how do these games? I look at things like that, like, oh, he's bad. How does that play out? He got 22 innings at Tampa. Is he coming off a game where he dominated, and then it's you have a hiccup start? Is it one bad inning? I don't think it makes a difference. That team could hit.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of reports saying that that Bryant will end up testing the free agent market at the end of the year.
Well, he could do that if he gets traded. So I don't like what if I'm him. I'm like, just get me out. Why am I staying here? Yanks are getting Andrew Haney from the Angels.
What? Really?
Yeah, real quick, Bryant's contract is $19.5 million for the year. And it's 1 year. It ends at 2021. So you said Haney to the Yankees. That would be a Yankee move. That's 100% a Yankee move.
Did they actually get him or no? Now you got me looking on Twitter trying to find Andrew Haney.
The comments to this are hilarious. There's like a monkey making a face. Waymo. Who?
Where are you seeing this?
This is on Ken Rosenthal.
Let's look up Kenny.
Just popped across my thing.
Yankees acquiring left-hand pitcher. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. First comment that I see. Let's go. Really? You're excited about this? You're excited about a pitcher who is what 14-3 to the over this year? You're excited about that? God. Hey Lenny, how you doing?
Hey, want to get Lenny on? Talk about some trades. Talk about how he feels about his Tigers trading away Daniel Norris.
No.
Lenny, you want to hop on the stream?
Astros close to acquiring reliever Phil Maton from the Indians. It's a huge trade, if I have to say it one myself. Woo, jeez. Yeah, no, that Max Scherzer trade is nothing.
He's dying. Okay, never mind.
It happens. Yeah.
Tell me the Yanks traded Voit for like Haney or something like. Hey, Angels. By the way, you lost your first base. I only trade you a first baseman for your fourth starter. Like who? Again, we joked about the Yankees trading for Mad Bum, or I said like Mad Bummer happened to be Yankee moves. This is like really
this is the Yankee move. This is the oh crap, we need a starting pitcher move, and this is
thanks, but no, Tigers win the division next year. That is a bold take. I don't think so.
I'm gonna say 3 years. 3 years, they're playoff contenders. I think in 2 years, Casey Mize is a Cy Young contender.
Like you're trading with the Angels, they're gonna get Ohtani or something. Like what?
He ain't going anywhere, Ohtani.
No, they should trade Trout.
No, that'd be the ultimate blockbuster trade.
Really?
It'd be the biggest trade since Bryce, or biggest signing trade, whatever, since Bryce Harper.
The Angels. Listen, I said I'll take a shot at the Angels for a future here to win the division because you had Trout and I thought Ohtani was good. You had Upton, you had decent kind of bats. The pitching, you just have to luck into pitching sometimes, right? There's always some pitcher, a starter on team like out of nowhere goes 17-7 or something.
Yeah,
just look at Taylor McGill right now.
The Angels are the exact opposite. They have guys who go 7-17 or winless in 6 starts. They can't trade. I don't know. I mean, if I'm Trout's in his 30s, right? He's not young anymore. The guy's like 31 years old. It's not like he's some young guy. And we got Trout and Ohtani. Well, that's good. You know what? I'll walk both of those guys, and maybe Rendon will hit something. I'll take a shot because your pitching staff's garbage.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody can pull a reliever off the Angels. Like what? I got to pull up the Angels roster here. There's got to be somebody the Yankees can get on.
Honestly, Trout to the stroke, Allie would lose her mind. Facts. If the Tigers win the division next year, the Wings are winning the Stanley Cup. There you go. No, don't egg on Lenny. He's only gonna go more.
I mean, we couldn't get Alex Cobb. Like, I thought Cobb was going to pitch the other night. It ended up being Dylan Bundy.
No, it would be Dylan Bundy they would go after. It wouldn't be Alex Cobb.
I mean, Alex Cobb's 15 starts. He's a 7-3 with a 3.80 ERA. But we get Andrew Haney.
The only competent pitchers on that team.
The good thing about Haney, even though he's got a 5.27 ERA, 113 strikeouts in 94 innings. So, he's taking care of business.
Yeah, a reminder tweet that I see. Annual reminder, the MLB trade deadline is at 4:00, but it's very possible that trades are completed by that point and not leaked or announced until later on. So we could still get some trades before 5:00.
Yeah, not leaked. We mean not leaked. You're going to know. The trades.
No, yeah. Most of the time it is leaked, but you're not going to get much stuff like that. Trade deadline.
Look at this take. Very interested to see what Matthew Blake does with Andrew Haney. Always off the charts by advanced metrics. 104 stuff plus, 107 command plus, top 25 K walk, high spin, low slot four seamer. Has underperformed by his estimators. Tough park, maybe some clay here to be molded. Bold take for sure, Enos. Oh my God. Oh man. Maybe. Who knows? Again, maybe get lightning in the bottle, but
the Astros got Phil Maton, a relief pitcher, in exchange for outfielder Miles Straw.
Astros going for more relief help.
They need it.
Hey, they do need it, because I said as good as they were, that bullpen was questionable, and they've redone their entire bullpen between picking up the Seattle relief pitcher. They got the kid from Miami. So nice little pickups there for them.
All right. With about 7 minutes left, I have an interesting discussion.
No, I won't date you. Did you ever see Billy Madison? Anybody? No?
I simply know it would be fine.
No, you didn't see Billy Madison?
No.
Oh,
no, I have not.
A simple no would have been fine.
I got chlorophyll woman talking about chlorophyll, and this one over here wants to date me. He's like in 6th grade again. No, man. Sorry, I just randomly throw out some random movie.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully there's a 40-year-old in the chat who knows, Adam Sandler movies.
I mean, I know Adam Sandler movies. I don't think I haven't seen that one, or I haven't seen that one in a while. So
you disgust me.
Oh, I know. It happens. How about some winners and losers of the trade deadline?
Dodgers are winners.
Yeah,
it's hard to say they're not.
I mean,
White Sox,
Dodgers got to be at the top with Scherzer and Turner.
Yes, 100%. And then they also got Duffy to build up their rotation.
Yep.
And didn't they make one more move? I could be wrong.
They got a bullpen guy, I think.
Yeah, I think they got some.
Brewers got Daniel Norris. I think they're.
But I think you have to look at the Brewers stuff from a whole. So they pick up Norris. They picked up another guy. They got Adame, Rowdy.
They made some moves earlier in the week. So earlier.
That little piece there. Listen, do I think the Yankees are a winner? No. I mean they got some. Okay, Gallo's under contract.
DHs.
That's nice. You have a guy under contract. See how he works for the year. But they need more help. That's not a big win for them. I like the Toronto move because, again, Barrows is under contract for another year. So, listen, you can make a push this year. And, listen, Vlad's going to get better. Bichette's going to get better. You got Seaman.
It's a young core.
Springer's he hasn't even played this year. So, good move for them. The Mets, I think, got a great deal. That's awesome for them. They signed him. This is a long-term deal. Awesome for them.
And they also got Trevor Williams, too.
Here we go. We got a Billy Madison here. It's too hot for the penguin walking around here. You thank you, Turns. At least somebody knows what I'm talking about. As for a loser for me, I don't know.
No. In terms of buyers, not in terms of sellers.
I'm going to say for a loser buyer team, like the Braves, what are you doing? Jock Peterson, Rosario.
I got two teams for this.
what is that? That's, I mean, for me, that's okay. I don't know what they're trying to do. I think the Phillies got some guys, I guess. Gibson Kenny. They try to address.
They're fine. They're not a loser.
I feel like Phillies would be more leaning towards the winner side than the loser side.
Yeah, no, the losers for me, Padres and Giants.
Yes,
because they didn't get that much better, and the Dodgers got a lot much better. They got a lot much better. They did
almost
get a lot
English.
much better. Yeah, it was almost English. Yeah, I mean,
how much?
Yeah. I mean,
a week ago, we were like, man, the Padres got Frazier. It's going to jumpstart them.
And then they got what? I had a thing for him. They got
Hudson.
They got to be so deflated right now, especially if somehow San Fran comes in and steals Trevor's Story like the last hour here, like the last couple minutes.
Are you for real?
Are you being serious right now?
Are you being serious, or is this just you guessing?
I'm looking up on Twitter. Let's look at Chris Bryant.
This must be true.
I got it. I see it too. Someone else posted it.
Yeah.
Giants to acquire Chris Bryant.
Yeah, Bleacher Reports breaking Chris Bryant heading to the Bay Area.
Wow.
There you go. There you go.
All right, officially, the Rockies are a loser. Like, you can't flip guys who. I mean,
I told you, Trevor Story's going nowhere.
This is why they have the worst minor leagues in baseball. You couldn't get anything. You could. I mean, you're telling me that. I mean, I guess you couldn't. I guess I don't know what you're thinking of because the Yankees went to get Andrew Heaney, and you wouldn't trade Gray. Okay, let's see. Hold on to him. Good. I hope you guys pay him because that.
God. Yeah, you know what? I think we can make Colorado a loser. Even though they're not buyers, Colorado is the biggest loser from this whole entire deadline.
They were trading their relief pitchers to the Rockies or to the Reds, right? They're getting rid of some guys. You think? What?
Yeah, I don't understand why. What do they need Trevor Story in order to have an attendance in Colorado? No. Why aren't you getting rid of him? You should.
You waited on Nolan Orondo. You got garbage return on him.
Yeah.
Right? You knew you were now on Story. What are you doing? You could have traded Jermaine Marquis. I get it. He's a young guy. He pitches good at home. Where are you going in this division to hold on to these players?
Nowhere. Absolutely not.
Where you go? Chris Bryant just went to the Giants. I mean, the Giants are it's one of those organizational things. They're kind of like the Steelers and like the Cardinals. They just always know how to plug guys in and be competitive. They're never going to be like a 50 and 100 loss team. 50 wins, 112 losses. Where are the Rockies in this division?
Nowhere. Absolutely not.
Why are you holding on to these guys?
You shouldn't be. Absolutely not. No. The fact that they didn't trade him is kind of just like mind-boggling.
Gray, Marquis, or Orondo, Story, whoever. Any guy I could have got to put whatever. Oh, he's number 12th in your minor league system? Good. He's going to be number 8 in ours because we're terrible,
Yeah, and there's not even any talk with Trevor Story. He's not going anywhere. That's just absolutely freaking mind-boggling that they didn't trade him. Why?
Diamondbacks on the block. Joakim Soria to the Blue Jays.
Joakim Soria to the Blue.
Old school reliever there. Old relief pitcher.
Really? Okay.
Wow. Did you see who the Giants gave up in this trade?
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Orlando Gallardo?
Oh, that guy's overrated. I heard
Eddie Guardo was really good.
Yeah. No, I heard this guy's a complete bum.
I heard he likes to raid his wife's purse sometimes.
Yeah, he's kind of weird.
First 15 people at the Cubs game tonight, 7 of them get to be in the dugout.
Yay! There you go. There's an incentive. First 15 people in the crowd get to play first base, third base, outfield.
I need to know what the starting lineup for the Cubs is tonight.
The thing is that even if you wanted to bet that Cubs Nationals game, I don't think you can. Nationals still haven't released their pitcher. I mean, I don't know why you would want to go ahead and try to bet that game, but
once again, if you want to bet that game, 1-800-GAMBLER. Cubs
have not released their lineup yet.
Freddie Galvis back to the Phillies from the Orioles.
Okay. I mean, that's a decent trade. I don't mind that.
That's a nice little pickup for him. A little bat, and he's back home. He played here.
I guess
whenever you get a guy off of a team that's having bad years, you go into a different atmosphere. I think that helps. I mean, maybe it's as stupid of me as to think that way. I don't. I think as a person, like especially baseball, long season, February to October. It's 100 degrees in Baltimore or in Arizona if we're talking about Surya, and you're on a team that's got 30 wins, and now you're going to a team that's pumped up, going for it. We're trading for guys. You know, Philly's a fun town anyway. He's been there. Man, this is a great Friday right here.
This is amazing.
I think I found out who the best player on the Orioles is. His name is Cash Consideration. Sorry, I had to bring that one up, and then hold on. I really like hold on. I really like this one. You get a kid going. Red Sox add Schwarber, Rays add Cruz, Yankees add, Blue Jays add. Meanwhile, in Baltimore.
That is awesome.
You got this, Baltimore. You got this.
Sorry, I just figured we'd just have a little bit of fun after this entire whole big trade deadline stupid I don't know.
To the Red Sox or to the Yankees.
So it's just I don't know.
My bad. I think I think I know the whole winner for this trade deadline. We forgot to mention. Let me get up who the winner is for this one.
Yep. There it is.
Cardinals,
winner of the trade deadline.
I love the StreamYard. I got to switch over to StreamYard because you can have all your little banners all set up ahead of time, I guess, huh?
Actually, no. I could type them up now and throw them up because I was throwing them up as I was going.
Yeah, but I'm saying they're already done already. You know what I'm saying? It's awesome.
Yeah. No,
on the old the Be Live or whatever, it's it only holds it's a pain in the butt.
Oh yeah. We can have, and then you could have me and Nick have 10 different folders for all the different stuff, so that we're not confusing all of our different streams and all that stuff. Plus, I will say Streamlabs is a lot better because on Be Live we stream to YouTube and that's it. When we're streaming now on Streamlabs or StreamYard, we're on our Facebook group, our YouTube channel, Twitter, and Twitch right now.
Yeah, I always have problems going on to the Facebook and the Twitter. It was never connected, so I'm I've got to switch over. I've just been who am I kidding? I'm just procrastinating. I have some major life to do. I could get off. I get off here and I, do nothing. I could easily just do it. But the StreamYard, I got to get ready up for football season, so I got everything set up. I like the StreamYard so much better.
Oh yeah, football season. This from October to March is just going to be a busy season. I'm honestly excited. This is the relaxing time right now. As hectic as baseball is, this is the relaxing time.
I said it today. I said normally there's no NBA or NHL in July. I said this is, All-Star break. You could sit back. People don't like playing baseball. That's fine. I understand. Trade week, and obviously this is an insane trade week, but
yeah,
it's not this nuts. Good time to relax because next week you got NFL football starts preseason, and if you want to make money, you can't just jump in. It's I'm going to look. Listen, I've been doing a long time. I got magazines at the wazoo because it's not like I'm some kind of scout and making phone calls to some scout or whatever. No, I go through all these magazines. You got to have information. It's August is a busy month. This is like football time coming up. You said October. What are you talking about? August is all reading and hurting my head, my tiny little pea brain in a 12-lane highway rolling down my giant head.
My two brain cells fighting each other.
You know? And then college basketball starts. I think we're 60-something days away from March Madness practice for Midnight Madness college basketball. 30 days away from college football starts up. August 26th, I think. We got Nebraska playing somebody.
Something like that, yeah.
First game up. So enjoy the rest right now, folks. That's it. This was a great day, though. I just can't wait because by like 6:30 you'll still find out about these weird trades, like the Freddie Galvis trade.
Yep.
Joakim Soria trade. There'll always be some like random trade coming in. You're like
the ones that don't get leaked.
Yeah, and it's weird how there's like no leakage. Like why it'd be all over the place, but it's not, which makes it more fun.
Oh, of course.
Almost like how every pick for the Seattle Kraken was leaked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Seriously, like everybody knows who's getting drafted in the hockey thing beforehand.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just what social media is doing these days. It just crazy.
I mean, I like this White Sox move. I mean, you got Kopech, Krimble, Hendricks, Rodon. I mean, Lynn's having a great year. I mean, Giolito and Keuchel are solid. White Sox looking good. I mean,
White Sox were one of the teams. They're my AL pennant pick for when we did our future show, and I still back them.
They haven't been hitting much lately, but they're getting the guys back. They're just gonna get better and better. Hello, John Lester to the Cardinals.
Sorry, what?
John Lester to the Cardinals.
All right, the Cardinals are the winners of the trade deadline now. They got J. Happ and John Lester. Apparently, they're living in 2012 still.
Buxton officially in the Twins, not being traded.
Yeah, we already knew that one. Where did you see Lester?
Oh boy, my thing just refreshed. It just popped out. Hold on. ESPN.
ESPN. You know what? ESPN probably would be the one to actually look up. That would probably be the smart one.
J.A. Happ and John Lester, boy. We're bringing it back. We're bringing it back to 2007. Dominant time.
Oh, sorry. San Diego made a move. They picked up Jake Mrazek.
Who?
He's a outfielder, I believe. He played for he was on the Mets.
And the Astros.
He didn't play.
He was on the Cubs this year, I want to say.
Oh, the Cubs traded another guy? I'm shocked.
Breaking news, the Chicago Cubs are finalizing a deal with the Boston Red Sox to sell their Ivy for cash considerations and a fifth-round pick in 2028.
There you go.
Marlins on the clock. They're selling to the Brewers here. John Curtis from Miami to Milwaukee.
Who?
John Curtis?
I don't even know who that is.
Dude, that's a relief pitcher for them.
I mean, if it's a relief pitcher, that's solid.
Yeah. Jake Marisnick. Really, Padres really go all in, huh? If you're a Padres fan, you got to be just cracking open a bottle and like chain smoking right now. Like they're going to be like, what the heck just happened here? What happened? We had Matt Scherzer yesterday. Seriously.
We had Max Scherzer.
We had Max Scherzer.
Dude, this guy John Curtis has.
True, we missed trade deadline.
John Curtis, 35 games, 40 innings, 2.48 ERA. Not bad. 40 strikeouts, 34 hits, 9 walks. Good for the Brewers. Brewers, again, not a sexy move. I mean, John Curtis, I'm cool. I never even heard of the guy before. But you know what? He's decent. Throw him out there. Good guy to get outs. That's what he's going to do.
I'll say biggest losers from I'll give
Rockies.
3 biggest losers from this trade deadline. Rockies, Twins, Padres. Twins could have traded a crap ton more than they actually did.
I mean, really, the Twins, I mean, I don't know. I got the two prospects from, I guess the Blue Jays are pretty good, but to hold on to Buxton, where you said either
Nope.
take this or we're going to trade you, and you didn't trade him, and he's an injury guy. You know, he's always injured.
That's why you can trade him.
You're going to pay this guy $30 million?
No.
You could have fleeced the Yanks. The Yanks would have given you a couple of their guys. I'm sure they would have for Buxton. They would have saw the name and his, 5-tool. Like he's like Aaron Hicks all over again for him. Like, man, Hicks is good when he plays. The problem is he plays half the season.
Yeah, no.
Rockies had to be number one on the what the heck are you thinking loser list because we'll hold on to Story because we'll offer him a contract for $15 million and then we'll get a draft pick. Really?
Yeah. Yeah, there's one guy on here, Mark Feinstein. He's a Twitter guy for ESPN, I think, or MLB Network. The trade deadline has arrived. Oh, and I lost the tweet. Great. Oh, no. That's damn it. I just had this. Trade deadline has arrived, and Trevor Story will remain with the Rockies per source. They will make him a qualifying offer and collect compensation draft picks if he signs elsewhere. What are they thinking? Watch. Trevor Story will be withdrawn, I guess, or whatever the deal is, and he'll be.
How good does that look? How good does that look?
There you go. Speaking of those black jerseys, those are back tonight from the Mets. I'm excited for that one.
I just had to show that
kind of nostalgic there,
Twitter.
but
I had to show that one off. I saw it on SNY.
Andrew Heaney.
Yeah, Turnsy, make sure Jarek's okay.
Yeah, make sure he's all right.
I know he's probably in a very dark place right now, so just make sure he's okay.
Yeah, keep an eye on all Cubs fans.
Yeah, that's like I said, if anyone knows Cubs fans, please monitor them for the next 24 to 48 hours to make sure they are okay. They're probably on very high alert in a very dark place right now. So just
you know what, though?
Make sure they're okay.
I don't think that's the case. They had to know they were going to be trading guys.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So
when they lose 11 in a row, yeah.
I don't think they're that upset. I'm as a fan of a team, like if the Yanks, when they were in their bad spot, like in like the 15s, when they were like, we're going to fire Joe Torre. All right, you want to get rid of Joe Torre and bring in Joe Girardi? Fine. Don't bring back Jerry Jeter for $40 million a year. Let Posada walk. Get Mariano. Start over. Get rid of it. Don't hold on to it. Let's let it go. All right. Jeter's one thing. You want to pay him because he's the ambassador. The guy's on the Marlins and he's gone. He's hanging. He's living a life in Miami.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes as a fan, you're like, why are we just, pussyfooting around here as a 500 team? We're not going anywhere. We're treading water.
Aggressively mediocre.
Maybe I'm like the weird fan who thinks that way. Like I'd rather say I'll get behind you if we're going to rebuild. I'll be a fan. Let's go. Start over. I get it. Guys get old. Guy gets hurt. Unlucky. Welcome to sports.
Yeah, if you're looking as a fan, if your team is not doing well, yes, you may lose your nostalgic players. But like when we were, me and Nick, obviously Mets fans, when we were watching back in 2009, 2010, when they started getting rid of Beltran, when they got rid of Delgado, when they got rid of Reyes, Billy Wagner, and a bunch of those players, yeah, it's a little bit nostalgic, and you're losing that because you're losing those players. But at the same time, wouldn't you just want your team to win and give it, like we knew, like 2010, 2011, we're going to suck. 2015, we knew that was going to be the year that we were going to get back up, made the World Series. So at the end of the day, if the players are getting old, I know it's like a nostalgic thing. Oh, I don't want so-and-so to go. I don't want so-and-so to go. Let them go. Cut them loose. It's not a big deal. And you guys are just going to create new players with that in the next couple of years anyway and try to make a World Series on.
I'm shocked nobody wanted Jason Hayward.
I'm not.
They were in talks. Our teams were in talks, but it never made it to first base. So I mean,
what? He's got a crazy contract, doesn't he?
Something like that.
Like I remember, I was like, oh, Jason Hayward's really good. I mean, he had a couple. I mean, they were okay seasons. He was a
mediocre at best
for the Braves. I mean, he was never. I mean, 18 years, his rookie year, 18, 277, 27 home runs his third year, 269 average, so 152 strikeouts. 14 homers, 11 homers, batted 271. St. Louis, he goes, bats 293. I guess he got a contract off of that? Or did St. Louis trade him?
I believe St. Louis traded him.
They trade him to the Cubs. He comes to the Cubs, hits 230, 259, 270, 251. He's hitting 198 this year. He's only 31. I thought this guy's been on. I thought he was. Why do I think the guy was like 38? He's 31 years old.
Oh, you know why Jason Hayward didn't go anywhere? He's got an 8-year deal.
Oh, good God.
He got an 8-year deal before the 2016 season, so he still has.
He's got 2 years left.
He's got 4 years left.
2016, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So 24. He will be. That's when the contract will be done. He's got 3 years left in that contract. No, they're not going to deal him.
If he signed in 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2, 3. It's only 2 years left.
Okay. But still, he signed an 8-year, $184 million contract. They're not going to just they can't really do anything with that. Nobody wants that when Jason Hayward is playing the way he is.
Yeah, but if you want to pack it, that's why you say, oh, you want this guy? I'll take a crap. You don't have to even give me a minor leaguer. Take Hayward and you get Brian. Here, take Baez, Brian, and Davies, and you got to take Jason Hayward too. You don't have to give me.
I would have taken that. I would have taken that all day.
That's how you get rid of these bad contracts.
I would have taken that all day. Mets, go ahead. Go pick up that. Except for, obviously, you can't really do that now. So, whatever. It's whatever. Ultimately, I think this is one of the more exciting trade deadlines that we've had in years.
That's an understatement.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It's one of the, can we just call this the best we've had in at least 10, 15 years?
Yeah, of course.
Probably. Hanslin Robles going to the Red Sox.
Is he actually?
Robles, okay. I don't hate that move.
I guess I'm missing out on a bunch of these. I don't have the right sources. Rays acquired Jordan Luplow and DJ Johnson from the Mariners. Not the Mariners, the Indians. Hanzo Robles to the Red Sox for Alex Schiffer. Interesting. I mean, yeah, you're going to still have those little trades. You're not going to see anything big. All the big stuff's over. So Baez and Rizzo. You think it's over? Next thing we know, in 20 minutes, Trevor Story has signed with the Tampa Bay Rays. No.
They said he's done. The Marlins are done dealing. Story staying. The Rockies are done. I get the Rockies.
Did the Rockies realize trade deadline ended at 4?
They probably thought it was tomorrow, like me. Like everybody was like, "Oh, it's the 31st."
Then whoever is the agent or whatever that runs the trades with Colorado should get fired right away. Honestly, I don't know what they were doing, but we've already.
Did they trade anybody? Did they get rid of anybody?
Couple relievers.
Jorge Solar, Kansas City to Atlanta.
What?
Wait, what? To the Braves. Wow.
Oh. Oh my.
And
That's
where?
A nice pickup. That is a nice pickup.
And where did you see that one?
Don't worry about where I see my information.
Oh, okay.
MLB Network, John Heyman.
I know. I'm just trying to find the stuff myself so I know for next time that I start following all these different Twitter accounts so that I can see where all the stuff is.
All I'm doing is hitting the refresh. I hit home on Twitter and I just scroll down to see what people post.
True. Yeah. So
I don't even think I follow John Heyman. I refuse to follow any of those guys. Somebody retweeted it who I followed.
Gotcha. Yeah, Whit Merrifield stayed with the Royals. But the thing,
you know what it is when I like follow like insiders and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I'm a reader. I'd rather go to MLB.com and read an article or something. You know.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up the stats for Soler this year. It's just why people would be interested in him. Let's just click on this. Soler. Soler this year, he has a 192 batting average, 13 homers, and 37 RBIs. Is that somebody that you want?
Yeah, but what was it? What did he do the year before COVID?
Let's look up career 2019 season. 156 hits on 48 homers, 117 RBIs.
Yeah.
And since then, he has been doing absolutely nothing. But I guess they wanted him, and so they got him. That's on.
Hey, listen, they got Duvall, who's got a little pop. Solar, maybe Solar just needs to get out of KC. Who knows?
Maybe now. Hey, Braves are making a push for it, even without Acuna, which would be crazy if they actually make the playoffs without Acuna. But
I'm sure they're like, oh, the Phillies got a couple guys. I'm sure, like, you know what? Make a call. Who knows? We get somebody for, give up some mid-level prospect. Why not?
I don't see. The thing is, like, I understand, like, the Braves and the Phillies going after players. I sort of understand Cincinnati because they're going to go against all the teams that they're trying to face or trying to pass soon. So I can understand them. I just don't understand, like, Toronto. I know that I don't think that they're quite there yet, even with all the pickups that they made. I still don't think that they're gonna. I think they'll pass the Yankees, and that's about it. I don't understand why the Yankees did anything. They're not going anywhere. With the bullpen they have, they're not going anywhere. And I'm surprised Seattle didn't make more moves.
I agree, especially, like, again, as a Yankee fan, it's like, Andrew Heaney. But if you like a team and you try to do something, let's be honest, no one's ever happy. You're always going to want more, unless you're a Dodger fan. You're like, wow, this is great for them, But
yeah,
you're going to be like, well, everybody plays fantasy baseball or football in their head and think this should happen. But, hey, this was a wild – I mean, just look at the names. I mean, all-stars, big-name guys, little guy like the guy from the Marlins. I'm like, who's this guy? I dig up to who he is. He's a real solid bullpen guy. It's definitely going to help Milwaukee. I mean, like, the Braves were thinking, like, they're a 500 team. What are they doing? Are they going to do anything? Are they going to trade guys? No, they go out and get some guys where one guy's having a down year and Duvall's having, I guess, a nice year for the Marlins. But they're going to go on that team and they're going to plug them in somewhere because they got some problems. They got some holes on that team. Maybe again, pitch. Everybody needs pitching.
Yeah.
No one wants to give up pitching. So club the bad guys, and maybe you can pull out a split somewhere along the way with your starters. But
I mean,
a lot of deals.
Yeah, the big thing with this, because Stimmy mentions the NL East is up for grabs now, 100%, 100%. The Mets are no longer like heavy favorites like they were. Braves can easily win it. Phillies can easily win it, and the thing is, only one of those teams is making playoffs.
Yeah. Because
nobody's passing the Dodgers or the Padres or the Giants for wild card spots, or Cincinnati if you want to throw them into the mix. Nobody's passing them. So the NL East is just these three teams and these three teams only, and it could easily – Mets are in first place right now. After a weekend, Philly could be in first. And I think it's just going to be like this for the rest of the year, and it's just going to be like a stress – the NL East will be the last playoff position – playoff spot to be clinched. I'll make that prediction right now. The way that these guys are looking, I feel like we can go into the last weekend not knowing who's going to win this division.
I agree.
Very easily. That or watch, we'll end up getting the Mets going on a 9 out of 12 win streak and pulling 10 games in front of everybody and absolutely going crazy. So it can go either way, but honestly, I see this one going down to the wire until the very last weekend of the season, and looking at like the last weekend of the season where it could go, Mets play Atlanta in the last weekend. I think that could very dictate the results of this NL East.
It's definitely I mean, what is it? It's just NL East is gonna be wild.
It is. It's going to be the most competitive. No, I can't say the most competitive. We got the NL West. It'll be the most like tough one. What if Baez's 2021 version of 2015?
I accidentally hit the enter button. I meant to say the 2015 version of Cespedes.
Very well, could be, but I don't know.
Because I remember the Mets in 2015, they were looking good. They went out and got one player with Cespedes. Like, they got their one big name, and then he carried that team to the playoffs.
I don't think Baez carries the team.
No.
But I think Baez is going to be a strong second or third baseman wherever they want to put him, and go from there. I don't know. Anything else going through? Any weird trades?
I haven't seen anything of late here.
I guess the biggest story with this whole entire trade deadline is Trevor Story. But,
yeah, I'm surprised the Rockies didn't trade Trevor Story for a chocolate bar and a Gatorade to be named later or something like that. Like I don't understand the Rockies in this point. And I even said it earlier. I said Trevor Story isn't going anywhere, and he didn't go anywhere.
That I guess that's a little bit of a surprise, but everything else makes sense to like who left and who got traded and who didn't. Because looking at the big names that didn't get traded, obviously Story, but we've already beat that one dead.
Someone posted so. In the last 6 years, Andrew Friedman, I guess he's a GM of the Padres, and he was with the Dodgers, right?
Yeah.
He's acquired Rich Hill, Manny Machado, Yu Darvish, Max Scherzer, and Trey Turner for 2 established major league players, Frankie Montas and Willie Calhoun. That's crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, listen.
With all this
you don't know,
said,
you don't know what these other rookies are going to be that they traded away in
Exactly.
Ruiz for Scherzer and Desai Gray, but this is why somebody likes him, take a shot. You're going to try to win a World Series. Trade the rookie and see what happens. Trade the minor leaguer.
And just an idea, just a mental thought.
Let's.
What are you saying, Nick?
No, you wanted to. What were you saying?
Real quick. The thinking of a rookie player getting traded in one of these big things is that probably boosts the confidence of that rookie, because he could probably look at this and go, man, I just got traded involved. I was part of a trade involving Chris Bryant or Anthony Rizzo. Like he can look at it and be like, I was part of a deal that a team were okay with getting me for one of their big players that they had for a while. So that's got to be a big confidence boost for the rookies as well when they get mentioned in like a big trade.
Yeah, I remember one of those players is the guy I have on my back right now, Travis d'Arnaud, which was part of 2 trades involving Cy Young winning pitchers with the Roy Halladay deal and the R.A. Dickey deal. But what I was trying to say earlier is now let's wrap up everything that we've seen today with the ultimate question. Does that make you look at any specific teams to bet on tonight? Let's see if we can find any playable information here where we can make money off of any of these trades like tonight. Like look for a team to fade, look for a team to bet on now. Is there a team now that you weren't looking at them earlier today, but now you're like, I like their spot a little bit better, or if they traded away a few players, I like their spot a little. I like to fade them a little bit more.
We've got to bet on the Cubs, right?
Do we?
No. That was a joke. Sorry. No, I don't really. If anything, it might make me lean towards like a Yankee run line because Miami got rid of a couple players, or who else could we be really looking at? I mean, you could possibly look at Colorado then.
They didn't give up anyone.
Colorado didn't give up anybody, and Trevor Story's there. He knows that he's going to be there for a while. Maybe he tries to bring up his price for the offseason and start swinging again. I don't know. You can't really compare it for games tonight, but maybe looking for games this weekend, that would be the better option to really try to figure out how this trade deadline is going to impact your betting, because a lot of these players that were traded today will not play today.
Yeah.
So
I'll tell you what I think here. So right off the bat, I wasn't really going to be thinking about the Blue Jays all day. I'm like, first game back in Toronto.
Yep.
Royals, what are they going to get out of them? Maybe, if they trade Witt or whoever, they trade Duffy, they end up trading Solar. So where do the Royals think right now? Now they're in Canada, like, oh boy, we're in Canada. And the Blue Jays coming in thinking like, you know what? We're home.
We
got
got
Barrios.
Barrios.
We're making deals. Maybe they're a little pumped up more. Maybe a little run line. I don't want to like $2 here. So maybe a little one line play there just to fade against the Royals, because they got to be thinking, they just traded a guy away. They got to be thinking this is Guys leaving. I mean, literally like leaving the ball. He's at the ballpark right now. All right, pack your stuff up. You're out of here. You know they're watching MLB Network in the locker room.
Yeah.
He's like, so that's a team I'd look to go against. And not that I'm a big Rocky guy, but maybe the Rocks here. Maybe the Padres are like, what are we doing here? You got to be looking at the teams around you and be like, just shaking your head right now. Like, oh, man, we couldn't get another piece. Or maybe they're going to be like, good, we don't need a piece. We're going to show you guys. But as you mentioned with Story and even Gray as the pitcher, are they going to play better thinking I don't have this big weight on my shoulder hanging over me like I'm going to get dealt?
Yeah,
but
honestly.
Does Story want to stay in Colorado? Like, who cares? He's going to get paid anywhere.
I mean, he'll probably be all right with playing with Colorado for the rest of the year. Or he should mentally make himself okay with it because he knows at the end of the year he's out of there. At the end of the year, he's over the offseason. He's going somewhere else. This will be his last year with the Rockies, and he should know that. And he should want to play his heart. Like it would be the same deal with Arenado, where he knew he was going to get dealt over the offseason, and he played his heart out for them the last couple months. So if anything, if you're betting on any like underdogs today, I think Colorado would be the best live dog.
Yeah.
They got a photo here of like Cub. Looks like Bryant after he got the phone call. He's traded. He's like smiling, but looks like he's got a little teary eyed here, giving a hug to somebody.
Yeah,
got some tears in his eyes.
I mean, yeah, because at the biggest thing that all these players know is baseball is a business. At the end of the day, it's a business, and they know that they're going to. They know that they're going to get dealt out. They know that stuff's going to happen. Yeah, Juan, I got the one video that you were talking about right here, Juan. He's here. He's happy and all, but at the same time, he looks like because he knows that he was drafted by the Cubs. He got brought up, and now he's leaving Wrigley for the last time. Yeah, he's all sad, but he knows he's going to be on a top contending team. He's got to know that. And
Rich Rodriguez, Pirates trade reliever to the Braves.
Braves are making moves.
That's a little scary.
Jordan Luplow and DJ Johnson from the Indians to the Rays.
Yep, I mentioned that one a little bit earlier.
That's a very Rays move. That's a very Rays move.
Tony Watson from the Angels to the Giants. The Angels were a late seller. Who saw that? I didn't see the Angels as sellers, but here we are.
Oh no, I saw the Angels going one of two ways: sellers or stupid aggressive buyers, and finish fourth place in the division. The big thing is I didn't think they were going to be buyers at the deadline. I figured next year during the offseason, you could easily see, because Trout will be back, Ohtani, Rendon, you're going to want to get more production. They're going to go out over the offseason and get some type of pitcher.
They got to get a pitcher. If you were going to trade, I was thinking, why not like Iglesias at short, or even Rendon, like clear some bankroll or something, but I guess I see your point there. Like, we'll try again next year.
Yeah, because you got to think they lost Trout for 6 months.
Yeah.
Or 3 months, 4 months, whatever it was. They lost Trout, and that killed them. If they had Trout, I would say that they would be 6, 7, 8 games over 500 and be competitive in the division. I think Trout is big enough of a player to have that big of an impact, like a couple wins. So
I don't know though. Is this just a great year for Ohtani, or is this what you expect? You expect this guy to hit 45 home runs every year?
No,
no, you don't expect that. But I would if I'm the Angels, I'm expecting a 30 homers at least a year from him. I think that's possible that you can get it next year. Las Vegas Athletics, I could see that.
Yeah.
I could totally see that. But I mean. And real quick, Las Vegas Athletics, that would be fantastic for the Athletics, because then they would be more of a bigger – I feel like there's a bigger market in Vegas than there is in Oakland. And they would be able to keep a lot more of their more expensive players in the future. So that would be fantastic for the A's. Yeah. I don't know. What else are we thinking?
I'm just seeing if there's anything else coming up here late.
Yeah, I figure we stay on for a little bit, and after the trade deadline it officially finishes, because we always have those late goers and see what happens, and this has been an intense trade deadline. So
yeah, that's to say the least. Yeah.
So a lot of good picks, a lot of questionable signings. Just overall, just teams that, I still don't understand the Blue Jays giving up some of their topper prospects for this year to try to go for it this year. Because
he signed for another year, though, so that's not.
Barrios did sign for another year, so I guess they could be looking for next year as well, and then they could look at it and be like, well, if we make the playoffs this year, hey, that's only a bonus. But
they got nothing from Springer this year. You know, I like the deal for him. Again, you got an established pitcher here. You could slide in like the 2 spot or something. You know, Rios, he's still solid. Robbie Ray's solid. You know, who knows? Stripling, whatever the case would be.
Plus,
I'll take it. I'll take him locked up for another year. Let's go. Reasonable salary.
That and Toronto could be looking at it this way. They're only 4.5 games back for the wild card. We can keep that in consideration. Yes, they have to jump over the Yankees, Seattle, and Oakland. Oh no,
that's not a tall task.
So that's not easy by any stretch of the imagination. But Toronto is not going to be playing their home games in Florida or Buffalo anymore. They'll be in Toronto. Yep. They could look at it and be like, this could be a good last 2 months of the year, and they could do something with it. So I honestly don't mind them going after it because we get to see what they do in Toronto, see what Vlad has more, and just because this Blue Jays lineup is good.
Yes.
Yes.
It's the pitching staff that's the big question mark.
And now you mentioned who's ahead of them. Yanks, Tampa, and even the Red Sox for just intended purposes.
Yeah.
These are 3 teams that they're going to face. They can make up games.
Yeah.
And 3 teams that are going to play off each other. So say the Yankees, okay, they hit, but the pitching falls off. They're easily going to fall out of this race. Like one of these 4 teams is definitely going to get knocked out by just the way they play the schedule-wise.
Yeah.
So then you're looking at Seattle, who I think is going to fall apart down the road because –
could very well, or they could, or they'll go Seattle go one of 2 ways: way down or way up. They're not going to stay neutral.
But that's fine. If they go up, where are they going? They're going to knock Oakland out of the way.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, or somehow they catch. Oh, Houston's made a bunch of improvements to their roster. I mean, Houston made improvements to the bullpen that was weak. Oakland helps out. They always need some kind of bats. They took care of that. Seattle did nothing.
They did nothing. No, they did nothing.
They did nothing.
They couldn't afford to do anything.
Yeah. So they're in trouble. The Yankees got more bats, so they want to club bad teams. Okay, you still got no pitching. Tampa Bay kind of did some little tweaking with a couple things, nothing major. Boston brings in a bat. I don't know. Out of these teams, I could see Seattle and the Yanks falling down, and Toronto's got to leapfrog Oakland or Tampa or Boston. You know, that's what it's come down to. I don't think the Yankees have the pitching, and I don't think Seattle is going to be able to keep playing above their heads like they have all year. You know.
Yeah. The big thing with the AL East is, do we think that the Boston Red Sox stay in first? Do we think that they actually continue to play that the way they have? That's the big thing. Are they going to stay up there, or are they going to flounder the last 2 months of the season?
Red Sox pick up Austin Davis, reliever from the Pirates. Pirates in full unload mode.
I guess so.
Makes me feel better about my Philly play tonight.
Yeah. Well, I have the Philly over, so I'm not really sure how I feel about this one right now. But
you're getting rid of bullpen arms. You're fine.
That too. I don't know.
I put the Phillies out in the chat today. I'm like, let's Philly it up at 130. I'm not a big Vasquez fan, but I will take a shot at 130.
That is true. Yeah, I feel like today is going to be very similar to like week 17 in the NFL, where I'll have the least amount of action. Like I have 7 plays today, and that's pretty light because normally I have anywhere from 8 to 10 games for baseball each day, and I feel like this one's pretty light compared for a 15-game slate.
I got the Phillies today 129, Cards run line plus 164, over San Fran 7.5, under Angels 8.5, under Brewers 8.5, Brewers run line money line 133, White Sox run line 102, Yanks run line 115. That's what I rolled out today. Yeah,
I went out and did Cardinals. I listed action, got them at -104. They're -140 now. I like that line movement. At the bare minimum, I beat that. I got Houston tonight. I have the over in the Dodger game. I have the over in the Houston game. I have the under in the Yankee game. The under in the Detroit game. Matt Harvey versus Scooball. I think that was interesting. I have the Mets, and then I have the over in the Phillies game. So
I can see the Phillies going. I mean, the Philly bullpen is like, that's always questionable. Pirates are going to give up runs. You don't know what you're getting out of Vasquez. It's worth a shot.
Yeah.
All right, Phil, I'm going to roll out. I told my wife I'd be 5 minutes. That was an hour and a half ago.
All good, dude. Yeah, we'll be wrapping it up in a couple minutes anyway. So we appreciate you coming on and chatting with us for that 5 minutes. So hey, it's a busy day, so we understand.
I love it, man. Listen, we come on, we talk for hours, the three of us.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Glad for your Mets get by us. I think I said the other day. He said that'd be huge for the team. So that's a great pickup there. I love it. Not just not just this year. That's he signs. I mean, I don't know why your owner is getting cheap. The guy's worth $1 trillion. I know he's like.
Yeah, I know, right? And the big thing is that he's a Mets fan, so he's going to spend the money.
Yeah, well, let's see it happen first. You can see.
Let's do it.
Get it done first. All right, guys. Have a good one. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck.
Bye-bye.
See you. Yeah, that was cool that he came on and talked with us for a while.
Yeah, of course.
I like the under in the A's. I did not touch that game. Oh no, I have the under for the A's game on Total Chaos, but I did not bet that one. Astros over. I like that one. But yeah, Nick. Yeah. Any other last discussion things? Because we've been live for 2 hours and 16 minutes. I think we're good to go.
Yeah, a little bit off topic for the UFC show tonight. I think we have 11 fights to go over now. We lost the Nico Montoya fight, and we lost the Ronnie Lawrence and Trevin Jones fight as well. So if you guys want to check that out, around 9 o'clock tonight, we're going to have the UFC Vegas 33 show. Breaking down all the fights and all my plays for it. Should be a fun show there. So even more time to be live on YouTube. So it's going to be a long YouTube day for me, but it's okay. We got the trade deadline. We had our ESB show, and we have some fights tomorrow night. So I'm excited either way. So yeah, that's all I got to say. Fun deadline, and I'm getting ready for dinner soon.
Sounds good. All right, Nick, go ahead and wrap up the stream for right now, for today.
Yeah. That's going to just about wrap it up for this one. Thank you guys, as always, for hanging out. This is our longest stream on ESB, over 2 hours and 18 minutes for stream. So thank you guys all for hanging out. Be sure to get that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified whenever we go live and all that fun jazz. But that's going to just about do it. My name is Nicholas Earle. I was joined here by my brother Tim, and of course we had a special guest of Sean Higgs. This has been another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show Trade Deadline Edition. Thank you guys as always for watching, and good luck today.
See you guys.